Up, everybody. Oh, shoot, that's why I didn't have my drive turned on. Oh, my goodness. I did a little cleaning up on the computer today. Got me a cool new toy. You know, I love my Makita stuff. But with Donnie and Panda, we've got these dust everywhere. So, this is a little blow gun. Watch. So, I've been cleaning everything up, and I wanted to clean the inside of my hard drive. Let's see what it'll play now. There we go. I needed to clean the inside of my hard drive, so I had to turn them off because you don't want the fans spinning when everything else is going on. So yes, that's what I did. Had a little fun. I don't know, that's kind of a slow news day. People are mostly sharing stuff that we don't need to share today, but we'll see. Ghislaine Maxwell, I guess, spoke with our Attorney General. What else? The Eddie Block Show. We also hear from that Bill Clinton has some stuff on the Epstein files. Funny how that works. You know, another good thing that's going on right now is this. So the Senate today, tried to go and push a way for the Epstein files to come out, but they were against it. They were against it. They voted it down. So you know what happened is we put out a bluff, right? Hoping that oh my gosh, Donnie wants us. Come here then, Donnie. Panda, we let brother come get his treats. Come here, Panda. Here you go, handsome boy. You get yours first since you wouldn't move out of your way to share. And so what's going on is this, maybe this setup was a deep fake. And so now, just to see what the Democrats would do. So now the Senate, all of a sudden, they voted against the Epstein files coming out. So that just tells me we called their bluff. It was all set up. I don't know. I could be wrong. I'm just a guy here on the internet who knows probably nothing at all, Just Eddie. I don't know. Am I cutting in and out? Seems like it to me, but I might be wrong. I put my mic way up here. And I got power going. Let's see. Sounds better. And the other thing I got to do is I mess with my camera. Let's fix my camera. Let's move it up a little bit. Move it on up to the sky in a deluxe apartment in the sky. There we go. Oh, I know what happened. My computer screen went down a little bit. Okay, we'll fix that another time. Anyway, let's get to what we're here for. Let's check out the news. Let's see what's going on tonight. I feel like whatever tonight. Well, let's start off with this. That's not what it was. Actually, yeah, let's see what analytics. Are my stuff going up? I've been doing something differently now. Ooh, not too much. Let's go to my profile page. What's up, Gavin? What up, Gavin? All right, let's see what's going on here. Training in progress. Okay, what does this mean? Clown World. Are you gonna be racist, Clown World?
My bad, I gotta steal a motherfucking thing about this motherfucking. No, you got. Excuse me, your child didn't pay for that. I didn't charge him for it. What you talking about? The thing in his hand, I didn't charge him for it. I gotta steal a motherfucking thing about this motherfucking. No, you gotta come back. He gotta come back here and pay for it, or you gotta come back. Because I ain't paying for that. No, he gotta pay for it. No. I ain't got time. Yeah. I ain't got no reason to steal about it. Yeah. I ain't got no reason to steal about it.
Okay, I think this is all fake. This is all a setup because. Number one, what, did he just start recording just because she's in the store? I doubt that. You notice there's another girl recording already, and she's laughing. So I think this is one of these things they set up just so people can go and what? Oh my goodness, Gavin's talking. Why are you talking Spanish today? What's happening, brother? Are you doing the Hulk Hogan in Spanish? I didn't even think about mentioning that too. Yeah, Hulk Hogan passed away today. What a shame. But look, I think this is definitely a fake.
Don't touch my baby. Don't touch my baby. No, give me. Don't touch my baby. No, give me that. Yeah, don't touch him. No, give me that. Don't touch my baby. Give me that. I'm gonna call the police right now. Call him then. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Give me that. Give me now. Charge him for it.
Yeah, I think that's all fake. I think it's fake. All right, so the Wall Street Journal has published a new report on the alleged birthday letter from Bill Clinton to Jeffrey Epstein. It's just a freaking report. So now all of a sudden, Benny Johnson is sharing Wall Street Journal breaking news because he likes what they're saying. That's not how this works, folks. If the Wall Street Journal lies about a lot of shit and we're always catching them in their lies, just because they post something that you freaking like, you can't just jump on the Wall Street Journal bandwagon all of a sudden. That's the problem. You know, you don't check your sources and none of that stuff. I haven't checked the sources on this, but the Wall Street Journal has been known to lie all the freaking time just to get clicks. But then everybody does call him Clickbait Benny, huh? Right? Well, let's look at it at least. What does it say here? Former President, Wall Street billionaire were listed alongside with Donald Trump as friends in the 2003 book's table of contents. Okay. It's reassuring, isn't it? To have lasted as long across all the years of learning and knowing, adventures, and intelligible word, and also to have your childlike curiosity, the drive to make a difference, and solace of friends. A spokesman for the Clintons decide. So I guess this was like, what they're trying to say is this, what it looks like. They're trying to say that this was on maybe like a guest book for showing up to a birthday party or something like that. And it looks like they did it to put the fact that President Trump was there. So here's a thought, maybe this could be what they're doing. They're going to say, well, look, this shows that President Trump was there, and they're going to kind of, throw Bill Clinton to the wolves and post what he put on there. So they're saying, well, Republicans, you have to believe this because, look, we're taking out Bill Clinton in the same article. If you ask me, that's the way I would go with it. But we can't judge anything right now because there's no receipts. They're just saying what they saw. Show me the frickin' piece of paper. Show me where it's written on there. I want to see it, and then I want to see what Bill Clinton's handwriting looks like so we can match it up. You know what I mean? I'm sick and tired of people just running with shit because they heard something and they don't show the receipts. They don't show the receipts. Like I saw a post on X today about Hulk Hogan. Excuse me. All of a sudden, this guy was like, "Oh yeah, Hulk Hogan saved my daughter's life," and he started crying and doing all this stuff. He doesn't show any proof of it. He just tells the story. Could the story be true? Yes, it very well could be. Or is this guy just trying to become famous on the day Hulk Hogan died over Hulk Hogan? Now, that's a good point too, Gavin Newsom. New York socialites all attended each other's parties and events. You see that well, I don't see it all the time, but I see it in TV shows, and they talk about, well, if you're rich, you got to go to this event to prove that you're rich, right? That could very well be true. Now, so Ghislaine Maxwell's lawyer, let's see what he says here.
We had a very productive day today with the Deputy Attorney General, Todd Blanche, and Ghislaine Maxwell. First, we want to thank the Deputy Attorney General for being so professional with all of us and for meeting with us. He took a full day and asked a lot of questions, and Ms. Maxwell answered every single question. She never stopped. She never invoked a privilege. She never declined to answer. She answered all the questions truthfully, honestly, and to the best of her ability. And that's all the comment we're going to have today about the meeting. We don't want to comment about the substance of the meeting for obvious reasons, and we'll go from there. So thank you all so much.
Does she still have? Well, I guess her dad is rich, huh? Okay, so here's what I thought about this. So the question is, can we trust her, or does she have actual receipts? Once again, can we really trust her enough to just go off of what she says, or does she have proof somewhere? What do you guys? I mean, and it sucks that in today's world we can't trust any reporting agencies. We can't trust any We can't trust anybody anymore. We just can't. And it's a shame that that's happening, but that is the world that we live in. It's a shame. It is a shame. And now, so CNN is even reporting this. Let's see what they're saying here.
This is video of Maxwell returning to prison just moments after meeting with Trump's deputy attorney general. And you can see her there. Actually, if you look closely, she's carrying a box of material. Now, Maxwell's attorney says she was forthcoming with every question that Trump's team.
That's a big box of material. The DTA, don't trust anyone, right, Gavin? So, okay, hold on. There's something wrong with Donnie outside. My question is this. Did she take that big old box with her to the Attorney General, or did the Attorney General give her this big old box? You know? Are we giving her information to be fed out? Is this how the Epstein files are going to get put out? Is because, oh, well, you know, let's just give him to Ghislaine Maxwell, or however the hell you say her name. What's wrong out there, monster? Why are you barking like crazy? Could they just be giving her information and then she can leak the information? Is that maybe how it's going to work? You know, it's just funny how, you know, CNN is reporting this. And this whole situation, I think definitely, because, I mean, the Democrats just now went out and in the Senate, they refused to put out the Epstein files. They voted against it, right? So we called their bluff, and they're like, "Oh shit!" They thought they were gonna make themselves look good. That, you know, it's just crazy, crazy. What's up, family, faith, and politics? What's up, Josh? So this whole Epstein stuff is getting definitely interesting. Where was the vote? Where's the vote? I thought I just not this. Oh, the post is unavailable. They took it down. Interesting. Hold on. Did the Senate vote today? Hold on. Senate. Let me make sure I'm right now, because they took that post down. Somebody took that post down. Let's see. I just asked for unanimous consent to pass the Epstein resolution calling for full transparency. Available files to be released, and the Senate Democrats objected on the floor. That is funny. Posts are being removed from X consistently today. I wonder if they're being attacked, because I have Starlink, and I didn't have internet for about 2.5 hours. I didn't even think I was going to do the show tonight because there's no Starlink. Let's see what this is. Let me see if this is what I think it is.
Justice to the victims and transparency to the American people. Mr. President, as I said before, we want transparency. But the courts control the grand jury. The judges that oversee the courts control the grand jury. We, in this body, can have resolutions back and forth and suggest that it be done, but truthfully, the judges have to do it. AG Bondi and the president has both already called upon the judges to release this information. Well, my resolution is simply saying is we agree with the president, we agree with AG Bondi on the judges and calling upon the judges to release it. So as if in legislation session and notwithstanding Rule 22, I ask unanimous consent that the Senate proceed to the consideration of S-Res 335, which is at the desk. Further, I ask unanimous consent that the resolution be agreed to, the preamble be agreed to, and that the motion to reconsider be considered and laid upon the table with no intervening action or debate.
Is there objection?
Reserving the right to object, Mr. President.
Senator from Arizona is recognized.
Mr. President, let me explain to
Was that? My brain's frozen. Mark Wayne Mullen. Senate Democrats just opened, objected to approve a resolution. So that's MJ Ultra. Who else says it? Senator Mullen attended the Senate floor with the bombshell demanding every Epstein file be made now. If the Democrats blocked it, apparently.
To the victims.
Democrat block. I want to find out more information, because that guy didn't sound like he didn't even know what the hell he was saying. And let me see some real people posting it, not just anybody and everybody. How are these the top people? Oh, look here, look. Grok is saying, no, Senate Democrats did not vote against any such resolution on July 24th. No such vote occurred because I didn't see a vote. Recount blocks on Epstein file releases have been seen by House Republicans. That's why a lot of the shit is going on like this. What's up, C Reed? The problem is this. People, I keep telling everybody, you guys are just sharing stuff to share stuff, but you don't do your background check. And when I shared it, I'm trying to think, who did I share this from? It was from a credible source, who I normally use as a credible source. Well, guess what? They were wrong. And that's why it was deleted. That's why it was deleted. Oh my gosh, I just had to post this. I was trying to see if anybody would comment on. Nobody did. This chick, don't ever go to her, but she's super liberal, and all she does is post shit anti-Trump just so she can get clicks. So now, breaking news, the Department of Justice told President Trump that his name is in the Epstein files per Wall Street Journal. And like I said, show us the freaking proof. Show us the proof. But it's Wall Street Journal. Another mainstream media. You can't trust them at all. It is, Faith. It's very hard to find good sources. That's why I always try and do my background check. Like, look, Nick Sorter. Look at what he did today. He's like, Justin, Joy Behar accidentally admits there was only one more show left on a hiatus. Is The View actually being canceled? Every summer they go on hiatus. Every single show. If they're a winter show, they stop in the summertime. If they're a summertime show, they stop in the wintertime. It's normal. This fool just did this so they can get more breaks. Right. That's all this is. That's all this is. They just say this so that way they can get clicks. And it probably worked. Let's see how many views this guy has on here. 100,000 views. So it worked. It worked. And everybody falls for it, folks. You guys are going here on X, just making everybody money for that reason. And yes, I know I clicked on it, but I did it for the show and to prove a point here. I guess Tom Homan had a mastiff named Hulk Homan.
On absentia. If GPS helped to get him to court, I'm all behind it.
Tom, a longtime friend of the president passed away today. Hulk Hogan, dead at 71. Do you have a favorite Hulk Hogan memory?
I loved Hulk Hogan. I had an Italian Mastiff dog, 200 pounds. His name, Hulk Homan.
I put on there, I got a St. Bernard named Donald J. Trump. Gavin says Ori's trying to speak it into existence. So you're trying to say that he's trying to push it so maybe they will cancel him? I mean, it could be. It could be, but I don't trust it. I don't trust it. What is it? They asked the same question about The View under the Biden administration too, right? I don't think it's going anywhere. But look, post removed. Karen Bass demands that I stop arresting illegal immigrants and outside of Home Depot. So I wrote, you can demand in one hand and poop in the other and see which one fills up first. You got no pull, Bass. You've got no pull. What else we got here today? 20 CIA FBI agents have now confirmed that Barack Obama worked with our old CIA director to create the fake Russia hoax. They're coming out, folks. They're coming out. Right, Faith? That's what I think. That's what I think, Josh. So let's watch this. Oh, it's 8 minutes long.
Fox News alert, the Director of National Intelligence, Tulsi Gabbard, releasing a bombshell report today that shows a conspiracy by a sitting president, Barack Obama, and his intel agencies to sabotage the president-elect, Donald Trump, brainwash the electorate, and undermine the legitimacy of an election.
There is irrefutable evidence that details how President Obama and his national security team directed the creation of an intelligence community assessment that they knew was false. They knew it would promote this contrived narrative that Russia interfered in the 2016 election to help President Trump win, selling it to the American people as though it were true. It wasn't.
Gabbard got her hands on a House intel report that's been locked away in a CIA vault for almost a decade. Investigators spent over 2,000 hours looking into how the Russia hoax was born, interviewing 20 CIA and FBI officials. And it turns out that the Obama administration
so that's a little bit old. Do you guys think they really have just some vault? Like when they say vault, I'm just thinking in my head vault. So I see like a big old bank door, you know, you got to open it up. Or when they say vault, is it just hidden in some room out there in some building that if nobody knows about or nobody ever goes in this? So let's just hide it back there. You think it's just hidden in some room, or is it in an actual vault? I'm curious. All right, so Libs of TikTok says paramount to eliminate all DEI initiatives once Skydance takeover is complete. Winning. Let's be real here, folks. Let's be real. What happens is this: they're still DEI. They are still doing DEI stuff. If they're all for DEI, then they're doing it. You can't force somebody to think a certain way. You cannot say, okay, you're going to stop thinking they're doing DEI. No. If they did DEI in the first place, they did it for a reason, and they probably believe in it. So now they're saying, oh, no, we're not doing DEI. They're probably still doing DEI. They're just not telling you that they're doing it. You don't just go from here to here in a day. I mean, come on. We got to use our brains here, folks. All right, the House to vote to kick Representative LaMonica McIver off the Committee on Homeland Security. I wonder if what happened in that. Let's see.
Rules of the House of Representatives. Whereas such actions of a member of the House of Representatives do not reflect credibly on the House, whereas Representative McIver's continued service on the Committee on Homeland Security, which is charged with oversight of federal immigration enforcement and other national security matters, would represent a significant conflict of interest. Now, therefore, be it resolved. Section 1, censure of Representative LaMonica McIver. Representative LaMonica McIver, 1, is censured. 2, shall forthwith present herself in the well of the House of Representatives for the pronouncement of censure. And 3, is censured with the public reading of this resolution by the Speaker. Section 2, removal from Committee on Homeland Security. The following.
They asked for it, but did they do it? All right, so Josh says they are so doing DEI, they fired the Late Show white guy, Colbert. And then Gavin says, Eddie, stopping DEI just meant they're no longer getting federal credits for it. Trying to think of the credits they're getting for it. Companies can still push the bullshit if they want, right? That's the point I'm trying to say. But they open themselves up to possible lawsuits. That may be the biggest reason why they might saying, oh, we're not DEI, because they don't want to get the lawsuit, right? Because white people are starting to sue. Oh, you didn't give me a job, or you didn't let me into college because I'm white. Maybe that's the whole reason why all of a sudden they're starting to flip from DEI. That's a good possibility. Tax credits. Oh, I get tax credits. Right? You know, you get a tax credit for hiring crippled people too. Did you guys know that? If you hire a crippled person like me, you get a tax credit. Hold on, I gotta do something. I gotta rumble myself. I had to rumble myself. Because things are messing up again. Let me make sure I'm on the right microphone. We are. Okay. Most companies are reversing What's up? Get some! Most companies are reversing DI policies because they don't get the credits. That definitely possibly could, right? Yeah, actually, I rumbled. You know, sometimes you have to rumble yourself because it won't let you. If you don't get the count for how many people are on your show, and then you don't get the commercials. University of Texas got theirs cut, and you laughed. See, now I can do a commercial. I had to rumble myself to get this commercial. It's just crazy. Time to make 13 cents, y'all. Still haven't tried Rumble or 1775 coffee? Well, now's your shot. The 1775 starter kit just dropped with only 1,000 units, and I'm pretty sure it's changed. You're getting the bold, dark roast that hits harder than a CNN fact check. The smooth medium roast and the Vitality mushroom coffee for clean energy and laser focus with no crash. All single origin, small batch, toxin free and mold free. Plus, you're also getting a gold spoon clip because freedom isn't scooped with plastic. A frother strong enough to stir up your coffee and your mother-in-law's political opinions. And a black 1775 tumbler that says, I don't take life advice or caffeine from a woke sea witch. I do get their free pup cups for Donnie, though. You can get that, by the way, if you go to that place, you can get a free pup cup without buying any coffee. I know, I do it. $170 worth of coffee and gear, yours for only $99. This is for the ones who've been watching 1775 blow up on Rumble, wondering if it's actually worth it. It is. Go to 1775coffee.com/studio and grab your starter kit today, before they're all gone. Bold beans, clean fuel, and a morning routine that stands for something just like Rumble does. Start your day with coffee that actually backs what you believe. There we go. We got that thing out of the way. You need rumbling yourself so you can... I read rumbling yourself can make you go blind. I may be confused. Oh, Gavin. 30. Is your wife not in town or something? Hold on, here we go.
Let's just talk about what this has been like for the Border Patrol, because you all go in, you've had rocks thrown at you, you've had gunshots at you,
that was
you've had your tires slashed, you've been spat at, you've been called Nazis, you've been called terrorists, all the rest of that. What is that like for your men and women who are trying to do their job every day? What's that like for recruiting to the Border Patrol?
And real quick, didn't we start? I know, Gavin, I'm sorry. I saw the G. Didn't we start the word rumbled? You got rumbled. Isn't this where it started? Weren't we the ones that first started saying that? I think AC copied us and then it started going around into the shows, the different shows. I don't know. I'm pretty sure that we were the first ones that made that up.
The status of the Border Patrol right now.
Sure, Alex. What you have to remember is a lot of that happened anyway. Over the past decades on the border, rocks being thrown, we actually have vehicles with armor around them to deal with the rocks. So we're gonna enforce the law legally, ethically, and morally wherever we go, whether it's on the border or here in Los Angeles. And as far as recruiting, I'll tell you, it's I've never seen as much excitement and motivation from Border Patrol agents as well as our allied law enforcement agencies to conduct this and other.
Josh says it must have been started with you. I heard it from AC. Yeah, we've been talking. We've had. It wasn't me actually, or maybe it was me. I think it may have been like Gra or somebody, possibly, but it definitely came from this show. All right, I could never be a Border Patrol agent or a cop. I would love to when I was healthy and stuff. But think about this. You're driving your ice truck there, and all of a sudden people start throwing stuff at you, throwing bottles at you, sending fireworks your way, rocks. Oh, I'd stop that truck instantly. I'd get the hell out of my truck, and I'd go knock somebody out. But yeah, I would get fired probably the first day. Same thing with being a cop. I'd be fired right away. I remember I graduated high school the year before my best friend did. So I would still go pick him up for lunch, and we go hang out at lunch, and then, and I was, I'm 18 years old, broke as a joke. I had a 1979 Honda Civic with what I was driving, 5-speed manual. The brakes went out. I couldn't afford new brakes. And so it seemed like every single day this dickhead did it on purpose. I'd be pulling up, and he'd walk right in front of me just like, you have to stop. I'm a walk-in. So the second time he did that to me, I said, motherfucker, if you do that to me, excuse my language, but if you do that to me again tomorrow, I'm just going to run your ass over because I don't have any brakes. And so sure enough, the next day he walks right in front of my car as I'm driving by. I slowed down, but I still hit him. And he started a fight, and I jumped out. I'm like, that's what you get. Stop being a little fucking dick. I don't play those games. At least I didn't back in the day. Just, I hate little punks like that. People think that they're better than everybody else, and they're like, oh, he's a crippled guy. He won't fight me. I think I've proven myself to many people that you're not going to stop me. And you think I won't fight you? Well, guess what? I sure the hell will. Ask Boris, get some Boris and Gavin. They've seen me fight. They have. All right. Oregon Bureau of Labor and Industries threatens employers not to call ICE on illegal aliens. If employers are found to have violated this law or the law in this way, they are held accountable to the fullest extent of the law. You're telling me that if you call ICE on your employees, you can get arrested? What the hell? What is this law? The Oregon issued a clear warning to employers threatening to report a worker to a federal immigration authorities because they raise concerns about their working conditions is illegal retaliation under Oregon law. Oh, they're trying to spin it. Fully enforces workplace protections for all workers in Oregon, regardless of immigration status. I mean, I guess you could do it that way, right? You keep telling your illegals, hey, I'll pay you next week. Hey, times are tough, I'll pay you next week. And then you get like a month free of work out of them, and then you just call ICE on them. Well, that's kind of, that's kind of what happens if you come to the United States illegally. That's kind of what happens. All right, let's see what's new. Let's see what's new today. Trump signs executive order to regulate the business of college sports. I wonder how much that's going to change things up. Video CEO brings an AI droid on stage and it's going to give Terminator vibes. Oh, let's see this.
Your name is Greg. Greg is a little girl. Greg learned how to walk.
I wonder if they did that because of Grok trying to mess with Elon.
Inside Omniverse, obeying the laws of physics.
Hi, Panda.
And so you learn how to walk in the virtual world, and look at you now. Can you jump?
Hi,
wow.
Panda.
Can you dance? I just want to let you know, I am the keynote presenter. I need you to behave for a few seconds.
It reminds me of a Star Wars character.
Sit. Hey, you know what we should do? Let's take a picture of everybody. Yeah. Bam, bam.
Nope. You know which one I want? I want the Elon Musk one. I want the Elon Musk one. Okay. Why, David, or I'm getting everybody. Boris just texted me. Okay. Tesla Omnibot, isn't that what it's called? I want one of these for sure. Omnibot. This is what I want, one of these Tesla Omnibots. Because they say it can do all kinds of stuff to make you better or help you out. This is what I want. With me being disabled, this thing could help me out big time. Take out the trash, do the dishes, right? Vacuum, fold the clothes. And it starts at like 20 grand. It's less than I paid for my truck. A lot less. I owe more than that on my truck still, I believe. They're coming out with the third version soon, I think. Is this thing cool? It seems like it's slow, but maybe it'll go faster. Can it crack the egg? Oh, I want to see it crack the egg. But they say now this thing will it does all your work that you need done. You'd have thought I went Johnny number 5. Number 5 is alive. Los vatos kick your ass. It's Los Locos. Los Locos kick your ass. Los Locos kick, however it goes. Los Locos kick you into outer space. That was a good movie with Steve Guttenberg and Annie Sheedy from. It's all good, Boris. How did you not know what time it is, Boris? And you're sitting here texting me news? Is it something I can post? Should have put on today? China's youngest top 10 billionaire with a net worth of $22.7 billion. Man, you don't want any of these bots? So I'll tell you why I want one of these bots. And like, I am supposed to have in-home healthcare. My doctor has prescribed it to me. But the problem is, where I live in the mountains, they can't get anybody to drive up here every day to give me the in-home healthcare that I need. So, like, all the time I end up in, you guys don't know this probably, but those are a lot of my close friends do. I can't feel my legs. I cannot feel my legs at all. About a month ago, I was working on I bought all new Banks gear for my truck. The turbo, not a turbo, but the turbo boost tubes I bought. Then I bought the grid heater replacement, and I bought a Banks Ram air intake, and I was all putting it on my truck. And then I bought a PPE deep pan for my transmission. And to work on it, I'm short. My truck is like, my engine bay is, I can look at it like this maybe. That's how tall my engine bay is. So I bought this, it's a ladder creeper. So, you can lay on it up on top. Well, I was in the sun, and I burnt the hell out of my legs I didn't know till I got sick, because I can't feel my legs. So I'm supposed to have a nurse come every day. It's supposed to, check out my whole entire I don't know, Gavin, but so I need people to check that. I need people to help me do laundry, help me wash dishes, help me with all that kinds of stuff. And that's why I would buy a bot. And if I bought one, it would be the Tesla one. That's why I want one, because I could really use it up here. Forrest, it looks like a moving target to you. We can make the robot run a zigzag pattern. What happens when the AI bot calculates the owner is better off dead? Then I probably will be. As long as I have to be here to take care of Donnie, Panda, and my stepdad. So I thought Ben was just here in Cali the other day. He's taking all his kids. I think it might be his dad's birthday or something. Hulk Hogan. What a track. Well, he's 70 something, right?
Because I was actually on a family vacation. I flew from Italy to Milwaukee, and when I got there, they walked me literally right in to a holding room where they had me and Kid Rock. But on the way to my room, Hulk Hogan grabbed me and asked me if he could talk to me privately for a second. And he pulled me aside, and I'll never forget that conversation that we had that night. And he was a good man. He was special. He loved the president, and obviously he loved America. Yeah, it's funny because I
forgot to say, brother. Did we just shown that sign? Yeah, whatever, cat turd. You're not my nerves. Rest in peace, speed limiters. Thank you, Secretary Duffy, for listening to truckers. Did they get rid of speed limiters? What the heck's going on here?
Hey, it's Louis Pierre, the Executive Vice President of OOI Day, and it's a beautiful day to be here in sunny, warm Washington, D.C. We testified on the Hill yesterday, and this morning, we just heard the FMCSA is trashing the speed limiter mandate. That's right, it's over. The speed limiter mandate is gone. I actually have a meeting later today. I have to get rid of the cool, comfy clothes and put on my monkey suit to go in and talk to them. But it's a great day because you know what? It's a new day in Washington, D.C. Thank you to the Trump administration. Thank you.
So, you guys have a limiter on your car, too. Like, most cars stop at, like, 100 miles an hour or, like, maybe 110 miles an hour. Think about this. You're on a single-lane road. And there's some guy doing 45 miles an hour in a 65 mile an hour. So, well, actually, it's the single lane road. Let's say this guy's doing 30 miles an hour in a 55 mile an hour road. And then all of a sudden you come to the dotted line so you can pass him. You go to pass him, and this asshole will speed up so that way you can't pass him at all. And you get up to 100 miles an hour, and all of a sudden your car or truck can't go faster anymore because of this limiter. Well, guess what? This asshole's fucking with you. What about a car that's coming on all of a sudden? What are you going to do? You got to slam on your brakes and get over. But then what if the people behind you were also trying to pass, so now you can't get over? That's the problem with the limiter, if you ask me. And I don't know about truckers. I'm not a trucker. I've never driven a truck. Well, I have once when I was a kid. I worked at Thrifty's, and I got to unload the truck every Thursday or Wednesday, Tuesday and Thursday, whatever it was. And the truck driver one day is like, man, I pulled up too far. You want to pull it around? Let me drive the fucking thing around the block. It's pretty cool. But anyways, you're driving behind a truck, and all of a sudden they want to pass another truck. And they're going like half a mile an hour faster than another truck. So you're sitting there for 20 miles waiting for this truck to pass. I wonder if that's because of these limiters. Or if it's just the truck driver just doesn't care about anybody else. That could be a possibility. See, this is the problem with X. Everybody shares the same thing over and over again. Right in a row. Right in a row. Breaking news. President Trump brands the Epstein files the Jeffrey Epstein scam. Thor says, I think the limiter in bakeries was set at 67. I would see trucks going so much faster, though. Did they just, like, find a way to disengage it or something? Mike Lee, stop. He does all these freaking posts. I gotta stop looking at Mike Lee. Massive car explosion caught on camera rocks parking lot in Washington, D.C. suburb. Oh, did somebody piss off the mob? Did somebody piss off the mob? Japan's $550 billion commitment to the U.S., directed by the U.S. to rebuild or expand our own core interests. See what this is.
This is not Toyota investing in America. This is literally the Japanese government giving Donald Trump $550 billion and says, go fix whatever you need to fix. I'll give you an example. Generic antibiotics, right? We don't make antibiotics in America. They're made in China. How are we going to fix that? Because China sells them for half. So no one's going to go into that business. Donald Trump can take the Japanese money and say, let's go build a factory. Let's get an American company to operate it, right? We'll lease them the factory. And if they don't make much money, so what? That's the beauty of this deal. This is them putting $550 billion. That's why Donald Trump calls it a signing bonus, right? They cut their tariff costs by giving Donald Trump money to invest in semiconductors, shipbuilding, critical minerals, pharmaceuticals, right? Critical minerals and rare earths. He can build anything he wants to make America powerful. I mean, if you want to talk about tariffs working, is there a better way to say he gets $550 billion to invest in America the way Donald Trump wants to do it? I mean, that is awesome.
So is what he's saying is, for us to lower our tariffs on Japan, they gave us $550 billion. Then how that's so that they, trying to think if who that's better for. Who is that better for? It's like the old age question. When you win the lottery, will you take all at once and get paid less money? Or do you want to get the full amount and take it over years? You get paid so much a year. So me, I would think this. And in the old days, I talked to my brother about this one day. And I was like, well, I suck at saving money. I am no good at handling my money. Right? I'll go out and, like, what did I buy? I bought a new tool today. I bought a new Makita tool. Because why? Because I needed a way to blow off everything. Listen to that. I needed a way to blow off everything, right? So I'm a shopper. So it would be better for me to spread those payments over here, so I'm guaranteed money every year, so I can't just blow it all and go buy a yacht or something or an expensive car. And my brother's all, but think about it this way. The interest that you will earn if you get the money right now, you'll earn interest, or you can put that into a business that's going to make money. So my brother, being a multimillionaire, he thinks it's better to get the money up front. That way you can spend it and stuff. Let's see. So Boris said, limiter screw truckers climbing hills too. You want to hit the bottom of that hill like 75 or 80 miles an hour and hope you maintain 45 miles an hour over the top of the hill. Boris Gavin says, at this pace, I'll be able to retire by the end of President Trump's term. Really? Nice. Nice, Gavin. Yeah, those governors thing. So here in California, I go to San Jose a lot. And when you go from San Jose back to here, you got to take 152, and it's a single lane road, and then you got to go up this massive hill, and it becomes a 2-lane road. Or once you get past you go through Gilroy, and it's a single lane road. Then once you get on to the next part, then it's a 2-lane road. And so you're going up this hill, and every time, you'll be going up the hill, and there's the truckers in the right lane. They got their lights flashing, and you'll be hauling ass so you can get past them because you don't know whenever they're going to pull over, right? And every freaking time it happens to me, some truck driver is doing 45 or 30, and a guy behind him catches up. So then he pulls over in front of me doing 40 miles an hour. And I'm doing like 70, and you got to slam on your brakes so you don't hit this freaking truck. And you can hear me. I'll be driving up this hill. I'm like, don't you fucking do it. Don't you, you motherfucker, you did it, Every single time that, if you ever driven 152 Pacheco Pass, it happened. I wonder if anybody's ever made a YouTube video about it. Hold on. Pacheco Pass. I don't know, Gavin, have you ever driven Pacheco Pass? Let's see. Pacheco Pass. Let's see if they show it. See if they have any. Oh, here we go. Let's watch this.
Right,
Let's see.
Today we're going to take a deep dive into.
Okay, so she just now got off the single lane road coming from Gilroy onto the 2-lane road. I drive this all the time, so I know exactly where this chick is.
Pretty fascinating.
So we got to
spot.
fast up. We got to fast forward.
So this one
Yeah.
is, a relatively low elevation.
Yeah, just over 1,300 feet.
Right.
Which.
Wait a minute. Which way are you going?
But the name itself is pretty interesting.
Maybe she's going the wrong way. Looks like she's going the wrong way.
That same purpose,
Yeah.
It's
Yeah, she's going by the lake first.
and a
Okay,
gas.
she's coming from the 5.
Biggest thing that's going to be.
Okay, never mind. That's
we're
not what I
still-
wanted to see. That's not what I wanted to see. Gavin says, yeah, I've been there, but it's been a long time. Which way are these guys going? Let me see. Okay, here we go. This is the hill. Wait a minute. No, they're by the river. So I mean the San Luis Reservoir is over here, I think. I could be wrong. Because this side, it turns into 3 lanes going up the hill. This 2 lanes or 3 lanes? Yeah, this is the opposite side. Or is it? Yeah, they're going the wrong way because right now you're coming into Casa de Fruta and stuff like that. Why are they always showing it the wrong way? I want to see it the other way. Darn it, it's going to drive me nuts. Driving from Los Baños to Gilroy. Nope, that's not what I want. Driving through Pacheco Pass and NorCal. Where are they going on this one?
It's time, not just to go back to school, but to
I
come
got on a
back
tangent, didn't I?
and move forward.
Oh, well, we're on a tangent today. Let's go here. Let's see where they are now. Trying to think. This quite possibly... Nope, because the water's over here on the left again. Oh, well, maybe. Hold on. Oh, no, that's the right direction. Let's see if they get stuck in any traffic. They don't have the traffic, though. Which way is this person going? Oh, yeah, the San Luis Reservoir is over here. They're all going towards Gilroy. They're all going towards Gilroy. Pacheco Pass, point of view. I guess we're not going to see it. See which way these guys are going. Oh, this is the right way. This is the right way. Here we go. Oh, they're sped it up too. I'm going to turn their music down because I don't know if we can play their music or not. Let's see, where are they right now? Gusty winds. So I think Casa de Fruta is going to be over here. You been there before, Boris? So this is just a regular road here. That's probably Casa de Fruta right there. Is it? Can't see. Can't see. Because it looks like they came from the 101, not from Gilroy. Yeah, that's Casa de Fruta over there. Okay, so pretty soon we're going to start going up this massive hill. Start going up a massive hill pretty soon. Do your little turns here and there. Let's hurry up. Don't tell me I'm on the wrong side again. It's hard. These mountains all look the same from both sides, kind of. You can't tell unless you see the San Luis Reservoir or the... I've probably driven this road like 500 times, if not more. Let me see where you're at. Damn it, Jim. If it turns into a 3-lane road, then we're on the wrong side. Can't tell which side we're on yet. I'm still not sure. They keep speeding up and slowing down. See when we get here. Okay, yeah, this is it right here. So you start going up this hill, right? And it's all just 2 lanes. So you got the truckers will normally stay over here, but every once in a while you get this one trucker that... See how people are passing on the right? Because people in the left lane just think, oh, I can stay in the left lane and just drive as fucking fast as or slow as I want to because I pay for my right to drive on this road. I pay my taxes. Yeah, this is the right side. So we're going up and up and up and there's no truckers on this time. I wonder why. I'm surprised there's no truckers. Normally this road is full of truckers. But you see what I mean? It's everybody's passing. You get the slow people on the right. I'm surprised there's no truckers on this one today. You know? Oh, here we go. This is where I'm sitting. I'm like, please don't fucking be in the left lane. Please don't get in the left lane. Please, you better not get in the left lane. But this dude didn't. There's nobody in front of him, so that's why. But I'm one of those drivers. I'm like, you better not cut me off, you darn truck driver. And I get it. Yeah, this is the right direction. But they always do it. And now we're going to start going downhill. Now we're going to go downhill. And then all of a sudden, the people that couldn't make it up the hill very fast are all hauling ass past you. I just set my cruise control. My cruise control is set all the time when I drive. So all the people that I pass going up the hill, because I got a big-ass diesel truck, are now passing me going down the hill because people don't know how to control their own driving. They suck. Anyways, there's Eddie's rant for the day. The sun is the source of 100% of energy. Everything else is just crumbs, says Elon Musk. But we haven't been able to harness the power yet. What, solar power only gives us, what, 30? It's like 20 to 30% efficiency? It's not good enough. Not good enough. Excuse me. Marco Rubio says the U.S. rejects French President Macron's decision to officially recognize the state of Palestine. Huh? Explosion shakes Surin as Cambodia-Thailand border fight deepens. Well, let's see this. Oh, that was loud.
Yeah.
That was pretty loud. Alina Abba. She is a beautiful young lady. Trump's name was... Okay, so maybe these are pictures. Maybe these are real. Are these from the Wall Street Journal? Donald J. Trump has every reason to feel golden. So this is probably a Donald J. Trump cover. It says, October 97, to Jeff, you are the greatest, Donald J. Trump. His signature doesn't look like that, and maybe he changed it. That was 1997. So what? So what? Let's see what this one says now. That says love. Is that Ghislaine? Is that Ghislaine Maxwell? Let's see. Jeffrey, the idea behind this book was simply to gather, store, and old photographs. Can't read that. Old photographs to jog your memory about places, people, and different events. Some of the left will achieve their Man, his handwriting sucks. I save well. You will have to read. I don't know. Can anybody else read this chunk? To see for yourself. I know you will enjoy looking through the book, and I hope you will so much looking through it, and maybe that's not enjoy it as I did together. Happy birthday, love. Could that be Ghislaine Maxwell's signature? What do you guys think? Is that Ghislaine Maxwell's signature? I don't know. Anybody have an idea whose signature that is? Well, I guess, maybe we should read the post. Maybe it'll say it on the post. And where did it go? Now we lost it. Damn it. Breaking news. Bill Clinton wrote a disturbing birthday letter to Jeffrey Epstein. Was that Bill Clinton's signature? Clinton refused to deny its legitimacy when asked for comment. It's reassuring, isn't it, to have lasted this long? But why are we going to believe the Wall Street Journal without seeing the freaking proof? Legal immigrant catches a scene catching Chinese slave who escaped. Gavin says, it's Cholino Sanchez. Are you messing with me? Okay, I guess we got pushed down here. Hold on, we got pushed down. Nope. Over 300,000 children went missing. All that. I don't know what's going on now. The cost of renting has come down in America. This is a national emergency. Let's see. Where are you at?
No, but tell me how. I'm a nurse in Florida, and I basically live paycheck to paycheck. I've been a nurse for 5 years.
Where did she just say?
No, but tell me how. I'm a nurse in Florida, and I basically live paycheck to paycheck.
Florida.
I've been a nurse for 5 years, and my income is $4,000 to $4,500 a month. Like, be so for real. Average rent in Tampa is like $2,000. Average for a
She's in
two-bedroom.
Tampa.
How are we supposed to live? How are we supposed to save any money? Like, I used to work PRN, and that was nice because my hourly was higher, but you lose benefits. So now I'm staff again because I wanted the benefits, and that staff pay. Other nurses, if you're in the same position.
It's worth it for the benefits, though, chick. And Tampa, is Tampa a liberal city? It's a big city. Let's see. Let's look at their political map. It looks like it's pretty blue so far. Come on. Oh, it's mostly purple. But it's definitely more blue than purple. Okay. Well, you shouldn't live in a liberal city and you shouldn't vote liberal. Pro-Palestinian protesters and activists have taken to the lake in Central Park. They have a lake in Central Park? I didn't know that. Demanding and calling for an end to the ongoing. How much is she giving to the church society? Are they big near here? I don't know. We can look it up. Scientology Tampa. You've been watching. Oh yeah, they got a pretty big one there, don't they? That's a pretty big building. Only liberals work at hospitals here. I wave the flag. They know my face, so I haven't been to the hospital for 5 years now. That sucks. So when I go to the doctor, I remember I go to this church space. It's called Adventist Health, and we're up in the mountains. And so the first time I was in there, the nurse is like, "Have you got your shot?" I'm like, "Hell no," and I'm never getting it. And she's like, "Good for you." And they all know Donnie's name is Donald J. Trump there. They all love him. So I have no issues whatsoever. I'm lucky, I guess. Let's see what they're doing here. Can somebody explain this to me? Why why do all these groups, all these white people here in the United States care about Palestine? Shouldn't you care about your country and work on things in your country, not just on Palestine? I don't get it. I just don't get what, that's like not worrying about, well, I guess mostly Democrats, a lot of people, oh, I'm not going to fix my car. I can get by. You got no brakes. You got none of that stuff. Now, I know I just said in a story I had no brakes. I was 18 years old and broke as a joke. So, but I mean, you're on a death course. You want to protect your place first. Caitlin Clark remains sidelined with an injury. I guess you can get some cheap tickets to go watch Indiana Fever then. Is that shit water there? Is that bad water there? They think they're martyrs. Yeah, I guess that's true. If you thought fracking was bad, wait till they see wait till they start storing nuclear waste with it. A California startup just raised $33 million to do the unthinkable, frack the earth, but instead of oil, they're burying spent nuclear fuel rods. Deep Isolation says they're sideways drilled boreholes. I've watched some stuff on this, and they seal it up pretty good. Gavin says, fuck the WNBA. Yep, sad news, Hulk Hogan. Let's see what Tom Homan says.
We are prioritizing criminal threats and public safety threats and national security threats. We had an agreement to get into Rikers Island, and Mayor Adams, signed an executive order to get into Rikers Island. Of course, the governor came down, totally against it. City council sued and kept us out of there. NYPD wants to help us. The officers on the ground want to help us, but it's a sanctuary city that was created by Bill Blasio and supported by the city council that is shut.
I watched a documentary on Rikers Island. I think it was from 1995. And all the people inside of there, they wore regular clothes. They could have family members bring them in clothes. They had jewelry. They had all kinds of stuff. Let's see. Go to YouTube again. Rikers. I watched it on Amazon Prime or something like that. Rikers Island documentary. But this one was from like 1995 or something. Okay, let's 1990. Let's say 1995. It was somewhere around there. From 8 years ago. Let's see. No, this is not the one I watched. It was a TV show. It was like a whole entire... Not that one. But yeah, people are just wearing regular clothes. Hold on. Riker. What it was called. Is this what it is? Lock up the prisoners of Rikers Island. Yeah, this is it right here. It was HBO Max. But I can't show it on here. Maybe I watched it on HBO Max. Let me see if we can copy this. And then go back to YouTube and look it up. But even so, look at this picture. Oh, no, they're not showing the inmates. Okay. Oh, here it is right here. 1994. Well, let's show you. Look at them. They're all just dressed in regular old clothing. This guy was like one of the leaders in the gangs. Is it the one with the booty bandits? I don't remember. But look, they're wearing jewelry in there, This guy's in Rikers Island. Everybody there is wearing regular clothes. See, they're all wearing regular clothes. They're not wearing any jumpsuits or anything like that. They got watches on. Well, you can't smoke in prisons anymore. Oh, I don't think I don't think so, Gavin. I don't think so. But yeah, look at they're all wearing regular clothes. I was look at this. Look at this chick. So this chick I know, she's pregnant. She's in the pregnancy section of the jail and she's smoking cigarettes while she's pregnant. But they just get to wear normal clothes. It's weird. I wonder if they get to wear normal clothes still. I guess we can look it up. Does Rikers Island have jail uniform? I guess that's what you would call it. Santa Barbara County, you wore blue. Yes, Rikers does have jail uniforms. All individuals in and entering custody. I wonder when they started using it. But it's a good documentary. I enjoyed watching it. They're messing with each other. What do you mean I'm paying every single month? That's how healthcare works, lady.
No, because what do you mean I'm paying every single month for my health insurance, but I have to pay $9,000 before I can actually use my health insurance? What do you mean by that? So why do I have health insurance? So
wait a minute. That's only so when I had Kaiser, it was like every time I had surgery, my copay was $400 or something like that. Yeah, you do have like a deductible you got to get to, but I think I don't think you have to pay out the full spend $9,000 before you get to the deductible part. I'm not sure. I have a totally different health insurance now, so I don't know. So I honestly don't know. Hey, look at this. All these people are going off. Oh, they're going on hiatus. They're not gonna be on anymore. The FCC announced it has approved the $8 billion merger between Paramount Global and Skydance Media. Let's say, what is Skydance Media? Who is Skydance Media? Skydance Media. Well, I don't normally trust Wikipedia, but that's the quickest thing we see. It's also known as Skydance, American media production and finance company based in Santa Monica. In 2009, the company entered a 5-year partnership with Paramount Pictures. How liberal are they? Tries to own his first production. Wow. So when I was in college, we talked about all the different media outlets. And back in the day, you had like 10 or 12 different companies that own everything. Now we're down to like 3. That's the top network company. I don't know if this will get it. Whoops. So top television company. Let's see what they're all. So there's no. Damn it. Top company that own the news and TV shows. How about that? Here we go. So like Comcast owns NBC, Universal. Walt Disney Company owns ABC. Paramount. Top 6 company that own all. Here we go. Let's look at this. On almost all the media. Gavin, what did Gavin just say? Fox, Disney, and Viacom. Those are the top 3 now. 6 corporations that own all of media. You're gonna show it. Television and film. Internet. Okay, so Disney. Who was the first one? National Amusements. Worth $4.6 billion. Let me see if I can make this bigger. There we go. So they own CBS, BET, CBS. They own MTV, Nick Jr., Nickelodeon, Paramount. So they own all of this. So I guess they're getting bought out by this other company, or they're merging together from the other company. So over here, Disney owns A&E, all ABC, all of Disney stuff, all of ESPN, History Channels, Lucasfilm, Lifetime, Marvel, we knew that. Vice, they own Walt Disney, Touchstone Pictures, games even. So who is this? Jeff Buell's Time Warner. So he's Time Warner, owns Adult Swim's Cartoon Network, CNN, HBO, Hulu, Mad Magazine. Do they still have Mad Magazine? The CW, the WB, owns all of that stuff. And then Comcast. So Comcast owns CNBC World, Bravo, Chiller, Comcast Sports Network, Hulu as well. Interesting. MSNBC, all the NBCs, and Universal. Then who do we have here? Murdoch owns Fox, everything Fox, pretty much. Speed Channel. Then Sony owns, but they don't own very much that we would think. TriStar Pictures. It's mostly just big companies that own all of it, guys. Trump Department of Justice sues New York City over longstanding sanctuary immigration policy. What the heck is that going to do? What is it really going to do? Isn't it just wasting our time? Mike Lee says Jerome Powell showing contempt President Trump today during the Fed tour is another reason the Federal Reserve must be abolished. Bill Clinton handwrote a message. Leon Black penned a crude poem about women. Trump's letter allegedly featured a naked woman outline and the guest list 60 people. But they're not showing it. DOJ scanned 100,000 Epstein files, but we don't see it. I haven't seen it. I want to see the proof. And tomorrow, so Ghislaine Maxwell is going back tomorrow. Canadian hockey players acquitted of sexual assault after judge finds lack of substantial. They say believe all women, and you should believe everybody, but I don't. Especially like when it comes to cases like this. But there's a portion of these that are fake. These are just people trying to earn money off of rich people, right? It's just insane. It's just insane. It is. It is. Like, so we have the ADA Act for disabled people. I can go into any freaking store or any business, anywhere I go, and I can easily find ADA issues. Do I file an ADA claim with every single one? No. Do I file a couple? Yes, I have. And it's when they're dicks to me or when they really screw you over. Like one day I was in the store and, you guys saw it when I was in Minneapolis. I couldn't open the door because my scooter was in the way and I had to get Taiho to come open the door for me, right? Now, there's places like that here in California, and the cashier will be like, oh, hold on, let me come help you, sir. I'll come help you, and I'll grab everything for you. I wouldn't do anything to that person, but when you go in the store and you're like looking at them like I need some help, and they ignore you, that's when I do it, right? And yes, there are people that they call them drive-by ADA. There are people that do that. I know I've seen it, but that's not what I do. In fact, I haven't even done one for a long time. But I mostly do it to people that deserve it. Boris says, believe all women. How can you trust a person is a female just because they dress? That's true. That's a good point. That's definitely a good point, Boris. Definitely a good point. What's going on here? What are they looking at here?
Taking a look, and it looks like it's about 3.1 billion. It went up a little bit, or a lot. So the 2.7 is now 3.1. And it just came out.
Yeah, I haven't heard that from anybody who's said.
Well, that's because you're an idiot.
I missed that at about 3.1 as well. 3.1, 3.2. This came from us?
Yes. I don't know who did it.
Oh my goodness. So Todd Blanche says, today I met with Ghislaine Maxwell and I will continue my interview of her tomorrow. The Department of Justice will share additional information about what we have learned at the appropriate time. Yeah, you say that now. You say that now, we still haven't seen anything coming out. And she's a redhead too. Let's see.
So we're taking a look, and
that's just the exact same video we just saw. All this stuff is just the same information. The next Manhattan Project, Department of Energy picks 4 federal sites for AI data centers. The Department of Energy just picked 4 nuclear-adjacent federal sites to become the launch pads for America's AI dominance. Idaho, Oak Ridge, Paducah, and Savannah River. I don't see a problem with that. I think nuclear energy is one of the safest energies that we can have. I mean, I could be wrong. I'm no nuclear scientist or anything like that, but 36 minutes, not going to watch it. Trump administration secures massive and fire security for USA. This guy wears yellow a lot, doesn't he? He must like looking like a banana. He likes wearing yellow all the time. Massachusetts man allegedly busted with huge haul of rare Pokemon cards during a theft. Those things do get expensive. Let's go to eBay. Let's look at eBay. Go for Pokemon. Pokemon. Let's look up highest by highest price. Shipping highest first. $21 million for a freaking Pokemon collection? You gotta be kidding me. Are these people joking around? $21 million for a Pokemon collection. $6 million. Holy sheep shit, Batman. What is? Like, I don't know Pokemon cards. What the heck? Are these games? Those are just games. Oh no, they're all boxes factory sealed. What the heck? These people are out of their freaking mind. $5 million for this one Pokemon card. 19.99 PM Japanese promo Trophy Pikachu. Silver 2nd to 3rd tournament. I don't even know anything about this stuff. $5 million. Hialeah, Florida. Holy sheep shit, Batman. I think our power tools should be nuclear powered. Cordless tools, no battery, just a pea-sized nuclear rock. That would be, oh my gosh, that would be awesome. Hopefully Makita, well no, because I don't have, they would use a different battery connector. Damn it. But you know that'll never ever happen. That'll never ever happen because, well, then you can build it up and build a nuclear bomb probably, right? These AR glasses show live subtitles of what people are saying, and it's in Fresno. I'm guessing they're in Fresno because look, Fresno sweatshirt, or maybe they just visited Fresno. Who the hell knows? Runs for 5 years. You know people will be messing with it. All right, so this is an interview. This guy says, that Hulk, how out of the blue you just meet this person that Hulk Hogan saved their daughter, right? I call BS. I call BS. This is just some guy trying to get famous. Somehow on the day he died, this guy decides to share this story, and the news place was just. And Benny from the Block was just, they were just happening to walk through this place and Hulk Hogan, right? I mean, it could be true, but I don't trust it. I don't trust it. What else we got going on here? Starlink outage lasted 2.5 hours. I know. I was worried we weren't going to have a show tonight because Starlink was down. Failure of internal software. Shall we watch? Now let's go and look at some of the fake news. We're just going to hit the home button. These are the people that I follow, but just share everything they want to share, and so I don't trust them. And I'll show you guys all the fake stuff. When you think of Kurt Russell, I mean, these people are just posting this shit to get likes. Gavin Newsom's wife says it's time for the United States to follow California's lead. Oh, so everybody can cheat on their wife? Okay, so look, Johnny Midnight posts a famous guitar player. So he's doing this so people will post on there so he can make freaking money. That's all these are, folks. The Hogan's Bar. That's Hogan's Bar, and he was apparently there every night. Okay, I could be wrong, but I'm just saying it just seems too off. What were these used for? So this is another person just trying. Look, they got 8.5 thousand views, a whole bunch of comments. They just post these things. They know what the hell they are, or they'll post something that's wrong. Jasmine Cocker said her IQ is higher than President Trump. She was one of the health insurance for her family. There's a family of 3. Watch me crash. Let's see what this woman's saying.
$2,308.93. $2,308.93. Anybody have a guess what that is? I'll show you. To continue coverage for our medical, for our family of 3, it would be $2,308.93 a month. Over $27,000, almost $28,000 a year to continue health coverage for our family of 3. If I went through.
Follow-up question from last night. What was the HIV club? So it's not a club. So in the 90s when I worked in Santa Barbara and stuff, there's Isla Vista. It's a town called Isla Vista, and that's where University of California, Santa Barbara is. And back then we called it HIV because all the students had AIDS back in the days because everybody was just having sex and not using condoms. Let's see if we can find it on here. Why is Isla Vista called HIV? Let's see if they still show it. Isla Vista community is known as IV. The term HIV is primarily. I know that. Okay, they're not even telling us. So they're not going to show it, but you know, okay. UCSB HIV rates in the 90s and 2000. So in the 1990s, there was a growing epidemic. The 1990s saw a substantial increase in HIV infections and AIDS-related deaths globally. But in 1990s and 2000 saw significant shifts in HIV/AIDS. While UCSB specific data is limited, the campus likely experienced the impact of the epidemic during the 90s. So that's why we called it HIV. Isla Vista. Normally people like, oh, we're going to IV. We like, don't you mean HIV? HIV. That's where it came from. Oh, let's see what good old Jazzy Crockett is saying.
They're talking about they're starting to cheat. They've been cheating. Right now, we should be in power. We should be the ones that are controlling the House. The only thing that they know how to do is be crooked, draw crooked lines, and tell crooked lies. So I am here to tell you that if you think that you can just roll over the Democrats, it is a new day. And I am looking forward to making sure that we can respond in kind if they want to play, because we already...
You know, she acts all ghetto. Wouldn't you just love it if one day, just one day, some hood rat who didn't like Jazzy Crockett whooped her ass? And you could see that ghetto Jazzy Crockett is just... She's just a ghetto hood rat trash. She's just a good old hood rat crash. Oh man, and let's see. So let's go to ICE. So the reason why I know about HIV too is I worked in Goleta at a place called Applied Magnetics. It was on Hollister. The 63 Applied Magnetics, 6300 Hollister Avenue. It's not there anymore, but I worked there. Applied Magnetics Corporation, 6300 Hollister Avenue. At 6300, Applied Magnetics was a major manufacturer of magnetic heads for computer disks and drive tapes. operating from 1957 to 2000, and I worked there, right? So I worked a weekend night shift, and you had an hour-long lunch. So every lunch, we would go and we'd drive all the way over to HIB and go get food. Best food in Isla Vista in the 90s. So we would always go to this place called Freebird, a little Mexican place. Where else? They don't. It doesn't show you anymore. Santa Barbara, the restaurant favorite, best closed, the best restaurants. But you go to Isla Vista because you go check out all of the never mind. You get to go check out all the the college women walking around half naked. It was good. She's not ghetto. She's just a rich girl that speaks proper. Oh, she tries to act it. Just took a page from Kamala's page book. Didn't she go fancy private school, Boris? I don't know where she went. Did she? You have this in your hand. Doesn't everybody? Everybody has that. It's just the way your hand. I mean, no. See, this is what I mean. This is why I only go through the people that I add notifications to. Because all these is just scam posts, right? These are all just posts to get people to like them or something like that. End of the shift for a tower crane operator. Dude, these guys make tons of money. The crane operators, they can only work 4 hours a day, from what I understand. I think it is something like that. And they just make bank. Someone had to put a muzzle on her. AOC, the forced famine of more than 2 million people in Gaza, including 1 in 5 children, is direct result of Israel withholding food aid. Who cares? It's none of our business. We need to fucking fix our own shit and stay out of everybody else's business. That's what I think. What? Oh, this is a famous rapper. Oh my goodness. She got a nice booty. Oh wait, that's not her booty, is it? And it's not even nice. Is she saying she looks good? Hold on, let's hear this.
Even with the booty in the front, I still look good. The only reason is...
I mean, look at the stretch marks. You can even see it. Oh my goodness, it's blinding me. It's blinding me. Biden sold his memoir. Who cares? Yeah, did you guys see the South Park episode last night? They're saying everybody's mad. It's South Park. They fuck with everybody. They're not going to piss me off. Okay, this has to be a fake. It has to be. Describe Tulsi Gabbard with one. Wow, she was cuter back then, but she's still pretty cute. See, look at this. This guy, look, they post shit on here just so you'll say, oh, that's a coin purse. I know, I'm smart. I know that's a coin purse. And look, it works. 107,000 people looked on this. 2,800 people posted on there. And this guy's just getting likes, all just for saying, what the heck is this? People, don't fall for this shit. Give me a freaking break. She has an in front of her. Oh my goodness. Oh, I definitely messed with Tulsi. Who can remember the name of the movie? See, this is another reason. People do this, look, just so they get... People don't fall for this shit. They know exactly who it is. They just want you to click so they can get money off of X. Knock it off. Then people will stop doing it. Then we'll only have real posts on X. The problem is, every time you click, you're like, oh, I know that movie, though. I want to tell people. That's cool, but then we're going to have more and more of this shit. And that's all you're going to have on your X feed. That's why I have to root everybody out. Give me a freaking break. If y'all don't give us what we want, we're sitting out. I don't even watch the WNBA, so who cares? But this is why I don't really look at normal X. I go through and I hit this notification button, and I only look at the people I get notifications through. And they're still all messed up. See, look there, Gavin had to do it. He said predator. Even Gavin fell for it. Gavin fell for it. You only see X here? Well, good for you. Remember that time a pedophile who used a cigar as a dildo on his intern in the Oval Office, preached to us about Donald Trump as a disgrace. What other kind of interesting stuff? Elon Musk. What the heck? Oh, that was a fake. That was a little plastic, little thing. She's getting a divorce because he's the perfect man. Okay, I gotta watch this. I just gotta see this.
I told my husband I wanted a divorce. I walked myself through the logistics of where would I live, how would we split the time with the kids, who gets the dog.
Is here.
I feel like I have been searching for something in my relationship.
Okay, why are you sad tonight, Hope? What's wrong? What's wrong, Hope? What's wrong, Hope? Let us know. Why are you sad? I need to open up Discord.
That we don't have for the whole time we've been married, which has been 10 years. There is not a single thing about my husband in and of himself that I do not love. He is the most self-disciplined, loyal, hardworking, good person that you could meet on this planet. Our relationship and what my expectations are for my marriage and what they always have been are not met. I can't be myself with my husband. And it's really confusing because I'm 32 years old. I am a mom of 3 and I still don't know who I am. I told my husband I wanted to.
I fell for the clickbait. I did. Show her a fireman and she'll cheer up. Okay, should we cheer up, Hope? Fireman calendar. Fireman calendar. All right. We'll make Hope feel better. There you go, Hope. Does that make you feel better? What else do we have? Oh, here you go. Does that make you feel better, Hope? Does that make you feel better? One of the 3 police officers in Ohio that were ambushed yesterday died today. Oh, I'm sorry, Hope. That sucks. Sorry. They were ambushed. I didn't even hear about that story. Let's see. Or maybe I did. Ohio officer ambush. Prayer for the 3 Ohio officers ambushed and shot as they ate lunch. Wow, they're just sitting there? Okay, let's watch. Here's a video.
This morning, 3 police officers near Cleveland are recovering, 2 in serious condition after investigators say they were shot by a gunman lying in wait.
They were shot at by this gunman in an ambush type situation.
2 Lorain, Ohio officers were eating lunch in their separate patrol cars parked on this dead-end street. Investigators say the suspect parked at the end of the street, his car full of weapons, then opened fire. The officers called for help, and a responding officer was also shot at.
Yeah, shots fired. Missouri Extension, and everybody.
The officers returning fire. The 28-year-old suspect was killed.
Through the month of June, 166 law enforcement officers have been shot in this country. And every day, these heroes behind me continue to come to work to protect and serve their communities.
This morning, 3 police officers near Cleveland.
Wow. Let me see another story on it. Philip Wagner was shot and killed yesterday when his 28-year-old Michael Parker ambushed him and his partners while they were eating pizza. Peter Gale, 51, was also shot. A 3rd police officer was shot while responding to the ambush style. So 2 are dead now? Are 2 dead now? Or just the 1? I guess it happened today. He died today, it looks like. What a shame. What a freaking shame. Do they have news of why this guy did that yet?
As we come on the air now at 3 Lorain police officers have been shot. We have breaking updates coming in by the minute.
Well, they're on their break, I guess, Gavin.
Angie Rodriguez, she is live on the scene at Colorado and Missouri. Angie.
Nicole, we are learning that 3 officers were involved in this shooting. 2 of them are in critical condition, one of them receiving non-life-threatening injuries. This is a live look at the scene. We've had ambulances, fire department crews, police crews from all over Northeast Ohio, from Oberlin, here in Elyria, Lorain, from all over.
As we come on the air now at
Dude, that this lady's a chola. We got a chola news anchor. Watch, look at her eyes. She has the chola little side thing on her eyes. I know I shouldn't be talking about that when somebody died, but I'm sorry, I'm sorry that happened. Oh, not good, not good. Yeah, has anybody else seen about this? Did we ever find out what happened to Obama's hands? The day after his chef drowned in his pond, he shows up with bandaged fingers. Maybe he was trying to save him. Sophie Cunningham. So she's the WN player who's been fighting back. Let's see. Wow. Maybe I should watch more than WNB. George Floyd appears in a new commercial promoting comply. Do not resist while taking comply. Ask your officers comply for you. Okay, this is gonna be funny, I think.
A few years ago, I couldn't breathe, but then I started taking this. Comply. Now I breathe just fine.
Side effects of Comply may include dizziness, obedience, improved breathing during police encounters, and sudden respect for authority. Do not resist while taking Comply. Ask your officer if Comply is right for you.
Okay, now that's funny. Now that's funny. Oh gosh, now that's funny. Okay, now that's funny. Oh my goodness. I'm glad I actually watched some of the fake stuff today. Okay, that was fake, but it was funny. One day I'm going back to make this young man my wife. One day I'm going to make this young man my wife. Well, I mean, it's Chuck Schumer. He doesn't look very good anyways either. That was pretty good. All right, hold on. See. I opened up Pandora's box. I played a funny video, so now everybody's going to send them in. Let's see what Steve reaches. I opened up Pandora's box. After a commercial, of course. Oh, that shit's loud. Because he's white. Come on, man. By the way, guys, I sat through the whole entire interview with Sean Ryan and Gavin Newsom. And he kept, the whole time, he's like, come on, man. He's still in Joe Biden's words. He is. He's still in Joe Biden's words. All the time. He's trying to, so maybe he's trying to put himself together with Joe Biden so people will vote for him. California now leads the nation in both unemployment and homelessness. Hasn't that been for a while? What the heck? Okay. So there's hot to crazy, and so far all I've looked at is this section of her right now, because that's all I look at most of the time. So is she hot enough to be crazy or not at all? Let's see. She does. They are real. Oh, she's got a big old booty too. Yeah, breaking my Mercedes window, I'd be pissed. Is this the same woman? These are fake. These are fake.
You're a mean one, Mr. Grinch.
Okay, so you want to know why so many homeless people have dogs? A lot of them have them because they're living on the streets, and so they want protection. A lot of people are living on the streets, and they want protection. Others use it maybe as a combination, both protection, and so that way, when they're sitting on the side of the road begging for money, people that love dogs will give them money. But I don't. A couple years ago, I saw this woman at Walmart begging for money, and she had a dog next to her. And I can't give them money because I know they'll go spend it on something. I don't want to give people stuff. I'm a dick. I'm not going to give you money or something so you can sell it to go get drug money. And yes, I understand. So I buy him dog food. If I see him with the dog, I'll drop off some dog food for the dog. And they may go sell that back for drug money, but at least I can give it to the dog. So I'll give the dog food. That's what I do. That's what I do. Why did he look so disgusted after kissing her? Maybe she just vomited or something. Kevin Thorpe. I'm holding it for the rest of the day. Study finds women speak 3,000 more words a day than men. So who cares? What does that have to do? Tim Pool. I don't like Tim Pool. I don't. Hope, are you still here? Can't tell if Hope is still here or not. Oh, let's see where he's calling out Jerome Powell.
Number of construction sites. Did you see mismanagement going on or funds that aren't?
Well, I see a very luxurious situation taking place. Let's put it that way. And I was given a very nice tour by the head of construction. And, look, if you look over here, they're trying to open up the basement. When you open up a basement, first of all, it's the worst space. Always a basement is the worst space in a building. And it's also the most expensive space to build. And especially here, because you have a water line, they're going down into the water. So they have to build what's called a reverse bathtub. The water has to be kept out. It's very expensive construction. So it would have been good if they didn't build it. Would have been good if they didn't do certain other things.
They're saying they're wasting money. So Gavin says, well, how do they feed the dog if they can't feed themselves? That's what. So I think they get a lot. They go to behind restaurants and dumpster dive at restaurants and feed themselves and the dog. A lot of times, like I said, they have the dog there next to them, so people will give them money. So what they probably do is they do feed their dogs. I got to give them that because their dogs are their companion. They stay with them just like Donnie goes everywhere with me. That's one thing. They use the dog to protect them at night so they can sleep without worrying about somebody rushing up on them. And the dogs comfort them. So that's the whole reason why. So I think that they definitely do feed the dogs. They might even find more food for the dogs than for themselves. Don't know. Just saying. This works for Section 8 housing. She says she has people getting Section 8 pay. Let's see what she's saying. Now, once again, unless we see the receipts, we don't know how true it is, but let's see.
We have too many people sucking off the government. I've talked about this before. I work with Section 8, okay? I have tenants that fall behind throughout the year. And so we know around tax time, those tenants that are on Section 8 will file their taxes. And meanwhile, they're on SNAP benefits. They pretty much have reduced or free rent. And a lot of them are on Social Security because they're able to get like death benefits or this, that, or whatever, that's been perverse. It was supposed to be for retirement. And our politicians were like, here, let me buy your vote and we'll open it up to more population. And they don't contribute like financially or productivity, nothing. And at tax time, I know I need to reach out to them and say, hey, you've got this balance. I know you're filing your tax return and they're going to get a fucking rebate. They get money back.
How do they get money back if they don't pay any
the
money into
federal
the
government
system?
pretty much pays for a majority of their living expenses. And so we've got a whole bunch of people that are able-bodied, can work, choose not to, and are sucking off of the system.
Now I can believe that because I've seen it. I know a lot of people who were in the system, and they do get tax. I used to ask them, "How do you get a tax return? You don't even pay money into it." Well, we get credits because we have kids, and we get this and that. So, you know, Actuality says, "Of course, it really goes back tens of thousands of years. We just hang out with dogs." Gavin says they're probably stealing the dogs. That's a possibility that they're stealing the dogs. Laura says, I tried rescuing a dog in California. The pound was going to put down. Been there too long, but they couldn't inspect the area in Alaska, so they killed the dog instead. It happens. That's exactly how it works. I remember we went to go get a cat. And I was paying the mortgage at my mother-in-law's house, you know, because we saw this cat. We went to the fair, and I saw this cat, and I was like, oh, my God, I want this cat. I want this cat. And they wouldn't give it to us unless our mother signed off. So we had to get our mother to sign a piece of paper. And so then I said, well, okay, let me use the house. I have a house that I own, and it was the house that I was renting out. And they're like, yeah, but you don't live there, so we can't use that house. Like, holy shit. Don't you want to save this cat's life, you know? We eventually did get the cat. We did eventually get the cat. What would Jesus do? See, a lot of the stuff you can't watch because a lot of it's fake or just stupid stuff. Law enforcement in Florida warns of extremely dangerous door kick challenge. Really? Is that a new challenge kids are doing? You're going to get yourself shot. Oh, let me see this. No sound. Dude, you kids are gonna get shot. You're gonna pick the wrong freaking place and somebody's gonna shoot your ass. Stupid ass people. If you watch TV in the 80s, you know this isn't an egg. This is your brain. This is your brain on drugs. Any questions? Was that how it went? Would you risk your life to get the money? I'd get the money. I would get the freaking money. American Eagle shares have gained 10% today. I don't know why. I just like watching women walk away in jeans. This guy's not 200 years old. Fake news. Look, the currently oldest living person is an Ethel, and she is 115 years. So shut the F up. Los Angeles Sparks. Wow. Texas man arrested for charging illegals $200 per. This is a fake news too, I thought. We read it was fake, remember? You can't trust anybody nowadays. Andre the Giant. I got that gator about to meet a 2x4. Right? All right. You know, all these people that say, I'm leaving the Democrat Party. You know, they're doing it just to get you to watch their videos, folks. They're not really doing it. They're not really doing it. Chicago mail carrier spotted with her young children riding in the back of a USPS van in plastic boxes while delivering the mail. No way. Hold on, let's see.
Chicago USPS mail carrier caught endangering baby girls delivering mail with them in the back without car seats.
Get your ass out. I don't give a fuck, bitch. Hit me. Hit me. Hey. I'm waiting on my nigga to come get my kid. Hey, fuck wrong with you? Hey, what the fuck is y'all doing? What the fuck is y'all doing?
I got it all on video. I can't tell if this is fake or not. I can't tell if this is staged or not. What do you guys think? Is this staged or is this real?
No, he knew his job too. He worked.
Wow. What do you guys think? Real or fake? Real or fake? For the biggest nose? Redhead. You can only buy a car. See, all these stuff right here is just getting people to post on there so they get points. So they make money. All this stuff is so they make money. Drives me nuts. Drives me insane. How about we watch a couple Facebook Reels real quick? Watch a couple Facebook Reels. Let's see what pops up in my Facebook Reel stuff. Oh man, that's right. I gotta re-log in. I logged out. I logged out because I had to restart my thing. I hate these freaking things. Come on, you can do it. That's a new way to lose a government job. Only if it's fake. Only if it's fake. Only if it's fake. Or if it's real. I think it might be fake. Blah, blah, blah. Blah, blah, blah. Alright, let's go to Reels. What kind of Reels? What's going on in Madera County? Let's see. Oh, they got some weed. They got some weed, but weed's legal in California now. Why are they going after them? Oh, because they're on probation, maybe. They're taking down all that weed? Why? And that's somewhere up here where I am. Oh, that's a lot of weed plants. They got a lot of weed plants. Let's see what the story says. Illegal marijuana grow operation dismantled in Raymond. Oh, that's okay. I know where Raymond is. That's by the Raymond General Store. Interesting. Okay, where's all my reels? Like, only reason I'm looking at this, there's no tattoos. I thought maybe it was somebody else. All right, let's check out the reels.
Alright, so I'm setting this cabinet. As you can see, I used shims to space, and then I've anchored all of my screws in. Now, a little tip I do for getting rid of the shim is I take
those aren't the cheapy cabinets that I bought from my place.
Hit it so that it protects.
I like looking at tool stuff, can you tell? That's why they put it up here a lot. Oh, it's for pulling the wood closer to you. Oh, that's for pulling nails? Expensive. That's very expensive.
We will get you 10 million views.
Why is it that a lot of the times people with uteruses have to carry all the responsibility that comes with getting pregnant?
Why don't they just say women?
I think there are people. I didn't want to get into this topic.
You already did. I mean, can you be a man with a uterus?
Yes. I didn't want to have the gender discussion with you.
This is what they teach here, guys. I'm telling you.
I didn't want to have the gender versus sex discussion.
Well,
I wanted to have a discussion about
That's
abortion.
fine. If the father abandons, they own child support. So that's actually not clear.
Okay,
it's
but a
actually
lot
not
of the time
case.
it's like, you know, there's like one night stands. There's the cases of like
Then
you just
stop
get
having
knocked
one night stands. Like you don't have to have sex. It's not like a thing you need to do.
You said you had sex, and now you have to live with the consequences.
Yes.
So both people should have to live with the consequences.
Yes, and here I am with this radical idea that all of humanity embraced for like 2,000 years, which the best way to live is to get married and then have sex.
But
I know
that
it's
is
against
not the reality of our society at this time, and we all know this.
Well, exactly. But what is there anything stopping you from doing that?
No.
Self-control is a
but I'm
virtue
saying
that every kid
pregnancy
should re-embrace.
Still happens
No, of course.
outside of marriages.
Yes.
And you were saying that because you have to be responsible for your own orgasms, does that not mean that a male or the person who contributes the sperm, okay, a biological male
contributes the sperm? So we're no longer. No, she said male, but then she said now we're just sperm donors. That's what we are now.
Why is it that a lot of the times people
Yeah, they
with
should.
uteruses
But the problem
have
is
to
if you have a
carry
one
all
night
the
stand and you get pregnant, well, you should have got his phone number and stuff.
Now, in today's list of technology that we need to bring back,
brake rotor lathes. Did you know that this thing existed? It would run a diamond.
Yeah, I remember. You used to take your brake rotors down to Napa Auto Parts. You paid them like, $5, and they cleaned your brake rotors. They
bit over your brake rotor to smooth it out, so that way you didn't have to spend money on new brake rotors. You can't find these things anywhere anymore.
Really?
Now, in today's list of technology that
Uncle Buck.
You think she hates me?
With a passion.
Really? You think it's the hat?
No.
No? A lot of people hate this hat. It angers a lot of people, just the sight of it.
Uncle Buck,
Should
that was
I
a
have
funny
to be
movie.
forced to call a grown man a woman?
I think it comes down to a respect thing. If you don't want
So I respect them too much to lie. So I will call them sir, not ma'am.
it's to me like that doesn't make you. If you respected them, you would do what they ask you to.
No, that's wrong. See,
I don't
that,
think that's
that
true.
So
I think it's a
let's think
respect
about
thing.
that. Let's play that out.
Be
You know
serious.
that there are hundreds of thousands of men who think they are teenagers still? Should we acknowledge and affirm the fact they think they're younger than they really are?
No, because age is like sex. It's biological. Like gender is something. It's about.
Wait, so now
I
you
don't
just
know.
proved my
No,
point.
no.
So
you
they're
have to
both
listen.
objective truth that cannot change regardless of what you wear, do yourself, or force people to say. Should I have to be forced to?
Some people are stupid going up there. A vehicle crashed into the Fresno nail salon on Bullard. They're probably going to get their nails done too. No more shiny van, and it's a Dodge. Dumbass. Okay, what is light grade? Well, can you write words on it? Yeah, I see. I've seen these.
First things first. So
I got a 1985 house here, and this panel is rated for 125 max right there. See that?
Who'd you say did the electrical work?
Oh, that would be my nephew, Thomas. He's very
Holy
happy.
shit.
What year did his house burn down?
Oh, about 2 years ago. How do you know his house burned down? Okay, y'all, it's time for the banana pudding, chief versus
Ooh.
chef.
I love banana pudding.
We've had people try them, and they're pretty similar. They look pretty close.
We've got a bunch of judges here
Mm-hmm.
and a few employees. They didn't do me too bad, but
And we don't know which bowl is whose, me and Bradley.
we had blue bowls and we had white bowls.
We have no idea, but we're fixing to find out.
Here we go. Joey has the count. Kayla knows what color bowls are whose. So here we are.
We had 10 people try.
10
judges all together.
And it's a tie.
Top.
No way. Let me see the result.
I love banana
hey guys,
pudding.
Drowsy Lads here. This is why.
Amazon Home Finds. If you have an outlet that's hard to reach, this plugs into it, extending it upwards as tall as you need it. You can
Oh, that's
also
kinda cool.
rotate it horizontally, giving you 2 outlets, 1
That's a
USB
good
and 1
idea.
USB-C port. It also comes with command strips so you can stick it in place. Amazon Home.
That's actually a good
Well,
idea.
maybe things will turn around a little for the
Just
Indians.
a bit outside.
Number 7, catcher, Jake Taylor.
Excuse me. Got to take my first step toward the Hall of Fame.
We don't know where Hayes played last year, but I'm sure he did a hell of a job. Brewster ready from the stretch. Hayes with a good lead.
Look real sharp, but it's hard to steal second base with your shoe untied.
Quick move to first. He got him. Hayes is picked off. Well,
Oh wait, hold on. So now we got to watch a couple of these. Bob Uecker, the best of Bob Uecker. We got to watch these. You guys, has anybody ever seen Major League? Oh, it's one of the funniest movies ever. Major League. Bob Uecker. Just a bit outside. Let's see. That's the only. Okay, here we go. We're gonna get in trouble on YouTube, I'm sure.
I'm working on it.
Who cares about
From
YouTube?
watching her first hockey game
Top of the 6th, and rookie sensation Ricky Vaughn on the pitch now. You
He's
can close the
drinking.
book on Kellner.
Man, I haven't had a drink since Christmas, and like I've been doing my getting my recycling ready to go, and I found all my glass bottles of Crown Royal, I could really use a shot of Crown Royal right now. I'm not gonna lie. Not gonna lie.
God. Relax, Ricky. We're only 4 runs down. We're still in this game. You take it to him?
Oh, all right. Look, man, guy gets a second, first sign indicator. Vaughn, a juvenile delinquent in the offseason in his major league debut.
Gonna light your ass up, meat.
Vaughn into the windup in his first offering. Just a bit outside. He tried the corner and missed. Ball 4. Ball 8. Low, and Vaughn has walked the bases loaded on 12 straight pitches. Boy, how can these guys lay off pitches that close?
Wild thing! You make my heart sing.
All right, I'll click that in a second.
You walk everything.
Taylor, what you doing back up here?
Couldn't cut it the Mexican way.
That's your wife and my kids.
Vaughn in deep trouble here with Clu Haywood, last year's American League home run champ at the plate. Vaughn kicks, fires. Here is a swing and a drive toward left field and deep. Oh, boy.
No way. Too high.
Too high.
It is gone off the reservation. A grand slam home run for Haywood.
If I could strike anyway.
Where you go? Too high? What does that mean, too high? Too high.
What the heck,
So
Forrest?
Vaughn is off to a rocky
8
start
minutes long.
as Haywood
Okay.
clears the bases with one
Might as well
swing.
finish.
Not too high. Too hard. Right?
First it was really high. Who gives a shit? It's gone.
If you guys have never watched Major League, I suggest watching it. It's a good show or a good movie. All right, I'll check that out later, Gavin.
Vamos, arriba.
I wish Donnie would do that. He wouldn't do it. He doesn't like loud noises.
Let me show you how you can save an hour.
This is multi-seal tire sealant. There's a 3/4 inch puncture in between the tread. It'll eliminate underinflation, slow bead leaks, and it'll even balance out.
Sorry, I like watching shit like this. What the heck? It just sealed right up.
To it. All right, can we do one? This is multi.
It's all right if you have an opinion. I'm saying it's not all right if you don't understand how the female reproductive
Okay, so
system works.
let's pop quiz. When does heartbeats begin for babies in utero?
Yeah, that's pretty
Have
funny,
you ever
right,
eaten an
Siri?
egg before?
Dang, am I getting that far behind?
That's yes or no. Have you ever eaten an egg before?
Scrambled, yeah.
Okay, so would that be you scrambled a full chicken?
Well, hold on. You understand it takes an egg to be fertilized?
Right.
Yeah.
But Your
Yeah.
point,
So-
the whole
so-
point you're making,
Well,
is
hold on.
that
So,
a
but no.
baby-
Since we're doing pop quiz on like human development, so when exactly do heart waves begin in utero?
you know that, but you don't know the four.
Hold on. No,
cycles.
so tell me when. Tell me when
I
heartbeat.
don't know. That's awesome,
Okay, you
Boris.
don't know.
No.
So wait, hold on. So you're trying to say I know more about the woman reproductive system than you do?
I am a woman, so yes.
Yes. Okay. Well, but the point being is we could both go back and forth of like independent trivial facts when it comes to the woman's reproductive system. But here's something we all know because God wrote this on the human heart of every individual, as it says in the book of Romans. We know deep down it's wrong to murder a baby.
You're not murdering a baby. It's not a baby.
Okay. Well, let's play this out. What is it then?
It is an embryo, which is not a baby.
Well, okay. So it's a fertilized embryo.
Correct, which
right.
is not a baby.
So at what point does it become a baby?
When it is born.
Oh,
I don't agree with abortions up to full-term abortions.
well, hold on. But you said it becomes a baby when it's born.
Yes.
Then why would you have abortion limits before it's born? I thought it's just an embryo. So embryo rights?
No, the embryo rights aren't a
But
thing.
then
because it's not
where
a
would you
person.
draw a line for abortion then, and
These
why,
people are
and under
just
what
stupid.
moral standard?
There are medical reasons not
No,
to have an
no,
abortion.
no,
for
that's
full
not the
term.
question. That's not
Yes,
the
it is.
question.
You just asked me why would I not have an
See,
abortion?
they always bring up medical reasons, and when there's a medical reason for an abortion, they do it. I
I can
can't deal
give
with
you
these people.
direct scientific information on how the banning of jarts in 1988 started the p***ification of America. Banning of jarts represents the first time our country blamed an inanimate object for stupid people's decisions. And ever since then, it's like we're living in this
right.
timeline where Biff got his hands on the sports almanac. Once we banned jarts, we started putting safety labels on things and telling people which end of a chainsaw to hold. We stopped natural selection in its tracks, and now we're stuck with a bunch of stupid people. We used to throw really sharp-weighted objects at each other. And after that, we went down to steel rounded horseshoes. That wasn't soft enough. We had to go to washers. And now here we sit in 2025, throwing bags of f***ing corn at each other. I can give you direct scientific...
Holy crap.
She's definitely right, Boris.
You're not gonna. What are you trying to say? You're no, Ahmed, no, Ahmed. Can you not fucking see out there? I will talk to Ahmed about this later. Can I get in the box and get the fuck out first? It's not a good idea. We're not in Israel. I know.
Like wearing a helmet when riding a bicycle, get rid of
Holy
your darts.
crap.
Yeah.
What starts with N and ends with R that you never want to call a black person?
What?
Neighbor.
What should we name him?
Okay, wait. Ding, ding, bang.
Ma'am,
Okay,
may I
that's funny.
ask Jinchu what made you fall in love with him?
Oh, it was his charming smile and how affectionate he is.
Hey, sir, do you work here?
No, I just like to dress as a Walmart employee and stock shelves up for free, you old dumb bitch.
I'm very responsible.
Can you give me an example?
In my last 2 jobs, whenever there was a major issue, they always found out I was responsible.
Man, you hear about that black woman named all 4 of her kids Jamal? How the hell did she tell them apart? She called them by their last names.
Hey, I'm buying for some homeless folks. Can I get 50 burgers and 50 drinks?
Got it. And how about the homeless people? What are they having?
Just got back home early from deployment to surprise my wife. Let's see what she's up to.
She's all yours, little bro.
What the hell, Jamal, Trayvon, and Tyrone?
Hi, sorry, I'm a bit lost. Can I ask for directions?
Sure. Go down about 3 blocks, take a right, then look for a sign that says Planet Fitness.
It's a girl.
Why is this
Oh,
a
I get it.
girl? I want boy.
What starts with N and ends with R that you never want to call a black?
Oh man.
The new Wagner.
Oh, King of the
Car
Hills
King.
coming back.
Couldn't
Yes.
get this baby in Saudi Arabia.
What can she do?
It comes with a touch screen, preset cooking profiles, and Wi-Fi for remote temperature monitoring.
Whoa.
Damn. Yep. They're all over there.
I
When I
can't
started
wait for
my
King of the Hill to
business,
come
I
out.
had no idea how to get.
Dude, the Savannah Bananas. These guys, have you ever watched them? Hope they're in Lake Ohio.
Random MSL finds
Oops,
is just
shit, I went too far. These guys dance while on the field. They do all kinds of crazy stuff. It's a show. They call it a show, not a baseball game.
Random MSL finds is just slap. This is one of the highest rated rechargeable mini lights that's waterproof, pumps out up to 400 lumens, has a swiveling head, RGB
little
color
tiny
modes,
thing?
an emergency
No way.
SOS light, a rotating clip that turns your hat into a hands-free headlamp or your backpack into a walking light, and the strong magnetic base lets you stick it to a fuse box or under the hood for hands-free
Actually, that might be
repairs.
kind of cool.
Random MSL finds is just
How do you feel about the Confederate flags that we're seeing?
I love it.
You love it?
Yeah.
And why is that?
It's our history. If somebody came and attacked America, I would like to hang out with a bunch of rebels and beat their haters, right?
I ain't hear you stutter. This is the part where it gets a little awkward.
I don't get awkward for me. There's something called a 10%, and I don't give a goddamn about it. You can't fix 10%.
How do you feel about the Confederate?
This is kind of cool.
Power Stroke, Duramax, and Cummins.
I want to
In
see
the
a
80s,
commercial.
women had a full bush down there, a full bush. 80s full bush, 90s landing strip, 2000s bald, 2023 cock.
Bruh.
In the
Agent, I'm gonna need you to not be a Karen at this location, okay? Right? We'll be there soon.
Huskies, my parents had a husky. They definitely talked. They definitely talked.
Agent, I'm gonna need you to not be a
I don't need to get an inspection. The builder says they have their own third party. That they do, but I was here for an hour and a half before he got here. He was here for about 30 minutes. Then I stayed for another hour and a half. So I was here for a total of 3 hours. He was here for a total of 30 minutes. And yes.
So the main thing that we do differently than pretty much anyone else that makes any chip of any variety is, of course, we fry.
Number 10 is Sorrel Book, Boss Hog from the Dukes of Hazzard.
That was his name?
He spoke 12 languages and served during the Korean War. At 9 is Russell Johnson, the professor from Gilligan's Island. He flew 44 missions and received a Purple Heart.
Wow.
Number 8 is
I didn't know
Rod
that.
Serling, who served as a paratrooper and received a Purple Heart during the Battle of Manila. At 7 is Neville Brand, who fought with distinction in Europe and received a host of medals. 6 is Rockford Files star James Garner, who fought in both World War II and Korea.
actor.
Number 5 is Charles Durning, who survived the first hours of D-Day, as well as the Malmedy Massacre. At 4 is Eddie Albert of Green Acre fame. He rescued over 70 Marines during the Battle of Tarawa.
Wow.
Number 3 is Lee Marvin, with a staggering 21 amphibious assaults during World War II. At number 2 is Charles Bronson, who flew 25 combat missions as a B-29 gunner. And at number 1 is Jimmy Stewart, who flew 25 combat missions over Europe during World War II.
I knew
Number
about
10
Jimmy
is-
Stewart. I knew about him.
I was pushing a wheelbarrow full of concrete and my phone went off, and it was my mama.
Dakota Albritton had played high school baseball in his Georgia hometown, then got a job in construction.
She said, "Hey, we got a baseball tryout this weekend." I said, "Why'd you do that? You know, I ain't played ball in 2 years." She said, "Well, I told him you could walk on stilts." And with me not having any knowledge on what the bananas was, I
Chicken, banana, chicken, banana, chicken, banana, 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 chicken.
The heck is this?
Banana, chicken, banana, banana, chicken, banana.
They
Did
did
you
too
know
much
that
weed.
somebody could literally steal your house? Yeah, that is a thing that happens.
Another
It is when a
commercial.
Do you know why women never know what they want to eat for dinner? Because the first time they picked, we all got kicked out of the Garden of Eden and doomed for eternity.
Oh wait, this is the Savannah Bananas. It's a show. It's not really a baseball team. I don't think.
Granny, I think my ex still loves me.
Your ex don't love shit but pills, pussy, and probation extensions. Same as you, funky junkie bitch. Y'all a damn match made in meth heaven. Granny, I'm trying to change my life.
You can't change shit, bitch. You got your ex's name tatted on your titty and HPV in your throat. Be fucking serious.
I know two of you.
Oh man, I like that Hello Kitty
Every
shirt on.
nut in your mouth came from Prince fucking Charming. You couldn't find a good man in a fucking Bible factory. And I think I'm pregnant again. Damn.
Your pussy got more miles than my 88 Ford and less tread in my fucking sandals. Keep them fucking legs closed, ho. Granny, I'm trying to be a better person. Try harder, bitch. You been ran through more than my washer, and that bitch don't even work no more.
That's what they've been reduced to.
You lost custody, got 3 baby daddies blocked, and your toddler knows how to roll blunts. What the fuck you think, bitch? Granny, you ever think I'll find a good man?
Honey, you couldn't keep a roach if you smeared peanut butter on your cooter.
Oh,
now hand me them eggs.
Really? Why nobody take me serious? Because every time you open your mouth, a lie, a moan, or a STD falls out. Bitch ain't shit serious about you but the smell. Granny, I might be pregnant again.
You don't need a baby, bitch. You need bleach, birth control, and a fucking muzzle.
Granny, I think my ex still loves me.
So these are funny right now, but you know, just like what was her crazy grandma or whatever. After a while, it gets old.
Can you tell me about the process to get funded with Vista Credit?
So with this
commercial.
My name is Gabriel. I'm an angel. I'm here to save you.
What? Who the fuck are you?
I'm an angel. See the wings? I know all about
What
you.
is he playing,
I know
like
you
a
lost
Bill
your
and Ted
job.
movie
I know you're
again?
living in your car.
I did everything I was supposed to do and nothing's working out.
Is this
I'm
a
not
real movie?
really supposed to be doing this. I'm normally only in charge of saving people from texting and driving.
Wait, you're telling me I have a budget guardian angel?
Kinda.
My life.
Historical events you didn't know were happening simultaneously. The iconic cover photo of the Beatles' Abbey Road album was taken on the same day that the Manson murders were taking place.
It might be a real movie.
In 1940.
Hold on, let's look it up. Keanu Reeves. How do you go from being John Wick to that? I guess money talks, right? Keanu Reeves Angel movie. Let's see. Yeah, that's a real movie. This is a real movie. It's a real. I thought it was AI too for a second there, Gavin. It's real. Oh, the Granny video. No, that's not AI. I don't think.
The U.S. saw the opening of the first McDonald's restaurant, all while Poland saw the opening of the infamous Auschwitz concentration.
I don't miss weed as much. I actually had to stop smoking weed before I stopped anything else because the weed, what happened, man? This shit got so strong so fast. Like, do you guys remember old weed? Like, old weed was like silly, remember?
If keeping up with nutrition is a struggle, especially when life.
So let's take this piece right here. I'm going to hold it up against my framing square. You can see I'm right at 4.5 right here, and I'm also at 4.5 right here on the wall. So we've got a bunch of scrap plywood from this project left over. I've got 2 strips, 6 inches wide. So I like to pre-drill anytime I'm making a jig like this, because I don't want this plywood to split. This is going to be referencing off the inside corner of that drywall. I want it perfect. And I'm also going to put a bead of glue right here, so it's super strong.
This is definitely blown.
Being blown doesn't sound so bad now, does it?
Oh, it's bad. It's going to cost you $2,000 at least to fix. Not to mention your brake pads are completely bald.
I've got something else that's completely bald.
Oh my
Your
god.
tires. Yeah, I saw that. I think you could ride those puppies out for another 10,000 miles.
I bet you've got something I could ride for 10,000 miles.
Nope. The shop does not provide transportation while working on your vehicle.
Dave was bragging to his boss one day, "You know, I know everyone there is to know. Just name someone, anyone, and I know them." Tired of his boasting, his boss called his bluff. "Okay, Dave, how about Tom Cruise?" "No dramas, boss. Tom and I are old friends and I can prove it." So Dave and his boss fly out to Hollywood and knock on Tom Cruise's door. And Tom Cruise shouts, "Dave, what's happening? Great to see you. Come on in for a beer." Although impressed, Dave's boss is still skeptical. After they leave Cruise's house, he tells Dave that he thinks him knowing Cruise was just lucky. No, just name anyone else," Dave says. "President Obama," his boss quickly retorts. "Yep," Dave says. "Old buddies, let's fly out to Washington," and off they go. At the White House, Obama spots Dave on the tour and motions him and his boss over, saying, "Dave, what a surprise. I was just on my way to a meeting, but you and your friend come on in and let's have a beer first and catch up." Well, the boss is very shaken by now, but still not totally convinced. After they leave the White House grounds, he expresses his doubts to Dave, who again implores him to name anyone else. "Pope Francis," his boss replies. "Sure," says Dave. "I've known the Pope for years." So off they fly to Rome. Dave and his boss are assembled with the masses at the Vatican St. Peter's Square when Dave says, "This will never work. I can't catch the Pope's eye among all these people. Tell you what, I know all the guards, so let me just go upstairs and I'll come out on the balcony with the Pope." He disappears into the crowd headed towards the Vatican. Sure enough, half an hour later, Dave emerges with the Pope on the balcony. But by the time Dave returns, he finds that his boss has had a heart attack and is surrounded by paramedics. Making his way to his boss's side, Dave asks him, "What happened?" His boss looks up and says, "It was the final straw. You and the Pope came out onto the balcony and the man next to me said, 'Who the fuck is that on the balcony with Dave?'"
Okay, that was fun. But
Hey, a little Throwback Thursday today. We're throwing it back to 1989. Here's a rap.
Okay, wait a minute. Okay, what do you guys think? What is the #1 rap song from 1989 without cheating? So it's a rap song from 1989. I'm gonna guess Run DMC. It's gonna be Run DMC and Jam Master Jay. Which one is it? I'm gonna leave it open. What do you guys think? Who is it? I don't know what song it's gonna be. It's not the Christmas song, right? On December 24th, right? Let's see. What's Gavin saying? You can't touch this? I don't think that's gonna. I don't know. We'll see. Let's see.
Rap song, the biggest rap song of that year, was written and recorded by a college student. He was going to USC at the time. His parents wanted him to get a degree. He wanted to be a rapper. Somehow he got a legendary rock star to lay down a bass track with his bass guitar on this song, and you'll hear it. You'll know what I'm talking about in a minute. But it was a huge song in 1980.
So I'm thinking of Aerosmith right now with Run DMC, but they're a group, so it wouldn't be a single person.
It won the Grammy for Best Rap Song of 1990, and arguably could be one of the biggest one-hit wonders of all time. You still hear this song on commercials and everywhere 35 years later. It's crazy. The artist is Young MC. The song is Bust a Move.
No way.
And that guy who played the bass track
was
Flea from the Red Hot Chili Peppers. You'll hear it now. Let's go back in time.
The lion on the beach perpetrating a tan so that a brother with the money can be their man. So on the beach you're strolling, real high rolling. Everything you have is yours and not stolen. A girl runs up with something to prove, so don't just stand there and bust a move.
If you want it, then you got it. You want it, baby, just bust a move.
Hey, a little throwback Thursday.
Oh my gosh. Would have never thought about that one.
How to dirty sign language, you twat waffle. Step 1. Point at the person or cat.
What? That looks cool. I think it's AI, but it's cool.
Let me show you how you can save an hour a day.
Road nose, brother. Let me tell you something, brother. When you walk in this beach shop, I'm surprised that you still got the shirt on, Jack.
Well, let me tell you something, Hulkster. The first time I met you, I was only 3 years old, but now I'm 6 years old. So now we gotta take it to a bigger level, man. Just like when you put that no good stinking giant over your head and send them right through the canyon in front of 93,000.
It's pretty good.
So what are they gonna do when the power of the Hulkster and the roaster and the dual 24-inch pythons run wild on you?
Kid did a pretty good job.
The flavor only 80s kids will get. This is how we handled things when we didn't have
Oh yeah, you just use freaking the bread as the bun for a hamburger, for hot dogs, for everything.
the best shark bites. Remember how
those
you'd
were
save
nasty.
the white
Those were nasty.
sharks for last? We'd be so disappointed if we didn't find our candy books on Christmas morning.
Yeah, those were awesome.
The creamy rum flavor was always the best.
Ooh, yes it was.
The yellow packaged Wendy's were the best of times. We could never stop eating cheese balls.
Oh my gosh,
And
yes.
we missed the days of having cheese powder all over our fingers.
Right?
We remember the taste of the ice cream more from the paper cone packaging.
You mean the toilet roll?
Back then, corn pops came in foil bags.
Oh shit, I remember that. You mean they don't come in foil packs anymore? Remember that?
Do you remember who bought the root beer barrels the first time you saw them?
Oh, they were
If
good.
you've been through it, you'll understand that cereal without milk just doesn't feel complete. Pizza day at school was always
Oh
the
my
most
gosh,
popular.
I love that shit.
Mom would hide the snack bars to stop us from eating too many, but we always found them. We'd stash some of those mint candies in our pockets whenever we went out.
Yeah.
Fried
After dinner
bologna
mints?
was definitely the best sandwich filling. If you still remember how they tasted, tell me how old you are. The flavor.
What you talking about, Willis?
What you doing, sucker?
18.
How rude.
I know.
She turned into a slut now. She's a big old slut, but she's also a liberal too. So, oh my gosh, Pee Wee's Big Adventure.
You are, but what am I?
I never watched He-Man.
Nanu.
Oh, Mark North. I love watching Mel's Diner. Or was it called Alice?
Go, Gadget legs.
Inspector Gadget. I love watching him.
Don't be ridiculous.
Balky. What was this? I can still hear the song. Oh my gosh.
But I pity the fool.
I've fallen.
And I can't
get up.
What you talking about?
We were just kids when we fell.
If we aren't supposed to eat ass, then why the fuck is it between two buns? Looks like God opened a damn bakery and left the back door.
Testing Amazon products. This looks like a cooler, but after filling it with food or drinks, you can plug in this rechargeable battery to control the cooler's temperature to as low as -4
That's
degrees
cool.
or as high as 68. You
Perfect
can also plug it
strangers,
into
thank
your
you.
car. It has a side pocket for extra storage, straps to turn it into a backpack, and clips to hold it in place. And this
They
looks
don't like
like a wagon, but after
Cheetos?
plugging in the same rechargeable batteries, it turns it into an electric wagon, making it super easy to pull up to 300 pounds. It has
That's
holders for your
cool.
phone or water bottle. The wagon speed is adjustable. The wheels have locks
you
built in,
motherfucker.
and it folds back up just as easily. Testing Amazon.
If, like me, you
Oh,
were born
I
in the
missed it.
70s and grew
I
up as a
missed
kid in the 80s, then these next 4 minutes should sound at least vaguely familiar.
Here are 10 TV intros. How many do you recognize? How many do you know?
See if we can guess
How
them.
many can you name the show that they introed for? Let's find out. Here we go.
Oh man, this was I know it, but I don't remember it. Oh, this is Dallas. This is Dallas. This is from Dallas. Hawaii? Oh, that's Hawaii 5-0? Okay. This one's Dallas for sure. Oh my gosh. MASH. This one's MASH. What's up, David Divine? Broadcasted is up in here. This is definitely MASH. You know they're gonna play Chips. Oh my gosh, I know this one too. I know the sound. Which one was it? Oh, Taxi. This is Taxi. That's what it is, Taxi. Oh, this is the Seavers, right? The Seavers.
Take a chance and face the wind. Open road and a road that's hit. Brand new life.
Robin or Alan Thicke. What was that show called? Oh no, slightly older Ted. So it's not. It's the one where Alyssa Milano's in. Then. And this is Alyssa Milano one. That's the name of it, Boris? Isn't this one Hill Street Blues? No. St. Elmo, it was a hospital one. St. Elmo's Spire or something? Or St. Elmo's? Who's the boss? Thank you. It was like St. Elmo's something. It was the hospital. Okay, this is the Seavers one. This is the Seavers one. Family Ties? Yeah, this is Alan Thicke. So. Nope, I don't have a perfect score at all. This is why can't I think of it? But you know, DJ Tanner. Growing Pains. Thank you, Gavin. How does Gavin know all these? With Uncle Jesse. Full House. That's it. Full House.
Somebody tell me, please. Fish don't fry in the kitchen.
Oh my gosh. It's not What's Happening. It was the other one. Dynamite.
Beans don't burn on the grill. Took a whole lot of trying just to get up that hill. Now we're up in the big leagues. Getting our turn at bat.
Oh no, it's the Jeffersons.
You and me, baby. There ain't nothing wrong with that.
It's the Jeffersons. That was the Jeffersons. Yep, I didn't get them all. I didn't get them all. I suck.
So I'm delivering some medical equipment to the hospital yesterday, and they sent me up to the 3rd floor, told me to talk to the security guard. So I did. I'm up there chit-chatting up with him, talking about the college football games that happened yesterday. And he's like, all right, come on back. I'll show you where all that stuff goes. So I'm walking behind him and, chit-chatting still, and I see a door that's, fully open, and me being me, I look in and I see this big old elderly nurse standing there, and she's about halfway down the patient's bed, and she's got his chunk in her hand, and she's just doing the thing. And I'm like, what the hell is that? I'm like, holy hell. And the guy reaches over and shuts the door, and he's like, please, sir, just follow me. And I'm like, what was that? What exactly was that? And he's like, sir, just please follow me. And I'm like, I can't, he's like, all right, look, man, that guy has a rare condition where if that's not done 6 to 10 times a day, his stuff will swell up and just explode. And I'm like, what? There's stuff out there like that. And he's like, just please, sir, follow me. And I'm like, okay. So I keep following him. We go through another set of doors, and I'm still, my mind just racing a million miles an hour because, what I just saw and what I just heard. And we're walking down the hallway, and I see another door, and this one's open, and I'm like, please don't look. But me being me, man, I gotta freaking look. So I looked, and there stands a patient, and there in front of him is just the most beautiful blonde-headed nurse, and she's down on her knees, and, well, she's not using her hand, folks. You get the picture. And I'm like, what the fuck? What? And the guy reaches over and shuts the door. And I'm like, what's wrong with that guy? And he goes, oh, that guy has the same exact condition. He just has better health insurance. So I'm delivering some
things Gen X did growing up that kids today wouldn't understand. Calling collect from a payphone, digging through the
Wait, no. We didn't just call collect. You didn't just call collect. You would call somebody collect, and they'd be like, oh, please state your name after the beep. Or like, hey mom, I just want to let you know I'm over here. I'll be home in about an hour. Or hey man, we're out here at the beach. Come on out to the beach, right? Or if you had a long distance relationship, be like, hey baby, I love you. I miss you. Talk to you tomorrow. And then she'd do the same thing back to you. That's what we used to do.
Cereal box to find the toy.
Yeah, and the toy always sucked.
Watching actual music videos on MTV. Kids today complaining about slow Wi-Fi have no clue.
Oh my gosh, remember
We basically phased out ironing clothes. Playing outside all day with zero supervision, but knowing exactly when to come home. Calling a friend's house and having to talk to their parents first.
Oh my gosh.
Having him there for every sick day at home.
Yep.
Our Nokia could open a can. That thing was indestructible. Rushing home to catch the after-school special.
No, I never
Making
did that.
our own mixtapes, literally.
Never did it that way.
Getting our favorite album for free. Renting movies and
BMG.
having to rewind the VHS before returning it. Memories weren't saved on phones. They lived in photo albums. Walking up to the TV to change the channel. You had to
No, that's not the one we had. It was a black box, and it went 1 through 13 or something like that. And then once you hit 13, it went A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Remember those boxes?
leave the house to play video games. Buying a whole album.
Hold on, let me see if we can look it up.
Cool things 80s kids did.
Oh, damn it. Cable box with ABC. See if they have it. See if they have a picture of it. Not even close. Trying to see if I can find a picture of one. My dad knew how to. All you had to do was like jump a wire or something like that. And my dad used to make tons of money. People would bring him over to the house. He'd open up the box, wire something on there, and then they'd give him like $10 or something, and they had free cable. Yeah, you get everything for free. Let's do old black cable box with letters on the dial. Letters dial. Let's try it that way. There it is. Does anybody have one of these fucking things? We had one of these, and like I said, my dad would just open it up, and there was a way to mess with them so you could get all the channels. We used to check the payphone for quarters, hoping to get another crack. Oh yeah, I remember doing that too, but it was mostly dimes. Mostly dimes.
Kids today just wouldn't get. Drinking a bottle of Squeeze-It juice in one go.
Oh yeah, remember you took that thing and you spun it off, and that's how you would drink it.
Saturday mornings were like this. This is what a real awesome childhood looked like.
Right?
Drinking from a Garfield mug at McDonald's.
I actually have some of these for sale, I think.
sticking your fingers into the coin slot of a payphone,
Look, there you
hoping
go,
to
Gavin.
find some forgotten change.
There you go, Gavin.
When the overhead projector came out and the teacher left the room for 0.2 seconds.
Yep.
Grandma setting up a Fisher-Price Little People Farm playset for you at her house. Riding in the back of a station wagon, today's kids would never dare. Owning a ton of Cabbage Patch Kids storybooks, having a bunch of weird California Raisins PVC figurines, but having no clue how you got them. Hearing the earliest version of We Are the World. Having a glowworm toy in your bedroom. Playing with the Speak and Spell learning toy. Not learning, just playing. Watching Double Dare and thinking, I could totally make it through those obstacle courses. Reading Highlights magazine. Getting scars because pain is temporary, but glory lasts forever. Drop your birth year if you felt this.
3 reasons why people are swapping their smart.
Have you seen the size of the bugs in this country? Yeah, there's some big ones. There was a beetle in our hotel room and my wife wanted me to step on it. What'd you do? Nothing. The damn thing grabbed my wife's poodle and flew out the window.
Yo, broski, one thing that I really like is when a bathroom is being fully renovated and the toilet stays.
Well, in New York, these are lead vents. This is all lead. So, like, if you lift this up, you can move this easily. It's lead. It just bends and stuff. You'll probably see it when he
in the
cuts it
original
into it.
location. This is the easiest money that can be made in New York City as a plumber. You don't have to. Yo, broski, one thing that I really.
Listen, we gotta talk for a second because the universe is coming in super hot this month. And it's not playing fair. We lost three of our icons this week alone. Malcolm, Ozzy, and now Hulk Hogan. Hulk fucking Hogan, are you kidding me? You just sent July 2025 in here swinging and tossing out icons like it's some sort of sick and twisted purge. What in the actual fuck? It's like you're cleaning out the clearance bin at the Dollar Tree, but these are our icons. They're not clearance. We can't even keep up. What are you trying to do? Massacre our entire childhood like in the blink of an eye? I know Gen X was built for chaos, but not this kind of chaos. We are not okay. You grew up in a world where nobody gives a shit about our feelings and you think that we don't give a fuck. But in this case, you are very wrong. This is hitting us really hard. We need a moment, okay? Just a little pause. Let us catch our breath before you steal another piece of our past. And please, for the love of all things holy, I hope that somebody is protecting Dolly and Cher and Morgan Freeman and Steven Tyler and all the rest of the people that we love, because this shit is getting out of hand. We're strong, but we're not invincible. We can only take so much. If you need a reminder, we're the forgotten generation, not the rubber band generation.
Some
you can't
people
keep
drop a lot of
stretching us
money.
until we
That's
snap.
true.
Because if we snap, it's going to get ugly. But anyway, knock it the fuck off, would ya?
So we created the most potent.
Random Amazon finds that just slap. This is an indoor compactor that eliminates odors while breaking down food waste in a day, so you don't have to take the trash out as often. This outdoor cooler can store up to 20 canned drinks, automatically separates fresh ice from the melted ones, has a plug to drain, and can be used as a table step stool or seat. This electric bug zapper sticks in the ground, solar charges all day, and turns on at night, zapping all the bugs so you can enjoy the evening
So why doesn't it bug the zaps during the day?
outdoors without getting bit. These stick-on lights match the vibe of whatever you're watching, so you have a better experience. This is a foot...
Hey, how you doing over there? Welcome to the show over here.
How old is this?
Okay, we got one hot bachelorette backstage, but first, let's meet the 3 guys she's gonna choose from over here. Okay, number 1, Joey Tarantino.
Oh, that's from
How
Saturday
you
Night
doing,
Live.
Joey? You ready to play?
You know it, Andy.
Hey, how's your mother? She feeling better?
Yeah.
All right, that's good. Okay, bachelor number 2, Glenn Massera. Hey, Glenny, you gonna walk home with this broad or what?
That's my plan, Andy.
Really,
I
Boris?
know your plans. Okay, bachelor number 3, Kevin Stubbs.
What's up?
Nothing. Okay. we met our bachelors. Let's bring out the main course. She's a travel agent by day and a terrific dancer by night. Say hello to Stacy Terreri.
Hi, Andy.
Oh man, the hair.
Hey, Stacy, how's your dad?
Better.
Say hello for me. Okay, Stacy, you ready with your questions over there?
You know what they're missing on him? He needs a whole bunch of big rings.
Okay, bachelor number 1. If I were ice cream, what flavor would I be and what would you do to me?
You would be like a lemon sherbet, you know? You'd be a little chilly at first, but then after some time, you're going to melt in my mouth, and it tastes so good. He is the man. Okay, next up.
Okay, number 2, same question.
Hey, all I know is what flavor I'd be.
Well, that's
That'd
Dana.
be a
What's his name?
banana if you catch my drift.
Holy jeez, we got a battle here. Okay.
All right, number 3, how about you?
Oh, you'd be red raspberry, and I'd lick you up and down, and ooh, I'd just eat every ounce of you.
Oh.
Excuse me. What'd you just say?
I said what they said. She'd be red raspberry, I'd eat every ounce of it.
I'm asking you, what did you just say you would do to her?
I said I'd lick her like they did.
I heard what you said. I'm saying next time you better be a little smarter.
But I said what they...
Hey, use your head. Hey, how you doing
Oh
over
my
there?
gosh, that's Gavin. That's Gavin. All right, let's do a couple more. Oh my gosh, the Flintstones. I remember the Flintstones. Oh my goodness. Wilma with the red hair. Flintstones, meet the Flintstones. They're the modern Tony's family.
The Flintstones. Fun facts you never knew about this iconic show.
All right, let's see.
Imagine a world where Fred Flintstone's primitive antics laid the groundwork for the cutting-edge humor of The Simpsons. Picture an animated show from the Stone Age that sparked a revolution, changing the face of television forever. The Flintstones didn't just entertain. It transformed
All right, it's the
cartoons
last
from
one, then we're
Saturday
going.
morning slots into primetime sensations. Now let's yabba-dabba dive into the fascinating history of the Flintstones and uncover the secrets behind its trailblazing success. The show was heavily influenced by the popular sitcom The Honeymooners. Fred Flintstone bore a resemblance to Jackie Gleason's character Ralph Cramden in both appearance and personality. Similarly, Barney Rubble's voice was a direct imitation of Art Carney's Ed Norton. Fred and Barney's characters shared numerous traits with Ralph and Norton, including their blue-collar jobs, bowling hobbies, and membership in a local lodge. Even their wives, Wilma and Betty, mirrored the dynamics of
Betty.
Ralph and Norton's wives, Alice and Trixie. One of the iconic elements of the Flintstones, its memorable theme song, Meet the Flintstones, didn't debut until the show's 3rd season.
Really? I didn't know that.
80s
Third
movie
wheel
quiz.
strict string.
I'll play.
If you can get 10 out of 10, you're
All
the
right, this
movie
is the last
master.
one for sure.
These are 80s movies and I don't get 10 out of 10? I'll turn in my Blockbuster card.
Which action film stars Bruce Willis as
Oh my gosh,
NYPD
Die
officer
Hard.
John McClane?
This is
Die
easy.
Hard.
Die Hard.
No duh.
Which 80s movie features a giant marshmallow man
Ghostbusters.
terrorizing New York City?
Ghostbusters. Are these gonna get harder soon? Like he did say movie master, right?
Ghostbusters.
All right, maybe he's just warming us up. Let's go.
Which film sees a 12-year-old boy
Big.
transform into an adult overnight?
Big.
Big. Which 1989 movie features
Bill and Ted's
time-traveling
Excellent
teenagers
Adventure.
who meet historical figures?
Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure. Dude, this would be ridiculously easy without the pictures.
Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure. In which adventure movie does a group of kids
Goonies.
search for pirate treasure in Astoria, Oregon?
The Goonies. All right, here's hoping the next 5 are a little bit of a challenge.
The Goonies. Which futuristic 80s movie
Oh my
features
gosh,
the
Short
character
Circuit.
Johnny
We just
Five,
talked about it
a
earlier on the
sentient
show.
robot?
Does anybody not know that this would be Short Circuit? I mean, seriously, the Terminator?
Short Circuit. What 1989 James Bond film starred Timothy Dalton as 007?
License to Kill.
I didn't know that
And
one.
at least this one might have challenged somebody.
It did.
Although GoldenEye, one of my favorite Nintendo games.
License to Kill.
I didn't
Which
know that
fantasy
one.
adventure film features the characters Wesley, Inigo Montoya,
Princess
and
Bride.
Buttercup?
My name is Inigo Montoya.
Prepare
my
to
father.
die.
Prepare to die. Princess Bride.
The Princess Bride. Which 80s action movie features the famous line, I ain't got time to bleed?
Predator. Everybody get that?
Predator.
I never
Which
really
80s
liked that
film
one.
follow 2 high school nerds
Real
who create
Genius.
their perfect
No,
woman
wait,
using
Weird
a
Science.
computer?
From my heart and from my hand, why don't people understand my intention? Weird science.
Weird Science.
Real,
If
Ge-
you didn't get 10 like I got 10,
Real Genius is the movie with what's the blonde actor from Top Gun? Iceman. It was with him where he was a science, like he was a science nerd. He was building a laser, and then a new young science nerd came in, and they defeated the government, some shit like that. All right, guys, I'm gonna get going. It's almost 9 o'clock. We're gonna check y'all out later. Thank y'all for watching. Hope you enjoyed it, and we'll see you all tomorrow. Catch you guys later. Good night, Gavin. Good night, Boris. C. Reed, if you're still here. Who else was there? David Devine, maybe. Y'all have a good night. Check you later.
Eddie Block Films. Eddie Block Film Show. Eddie Block Film Show. Yeah.